少し寂しくなるからこの瞬間一つになれた気持ちをずっと温めて宝物にしようそうさどんなに負けそうでもまた力になるよもっとファイファイ顔を上げて笑ってみせてきっと心軽くなるまた歩き出せるいつかまたここで会えるその時までもっと輝けるように今胸に誓ってまた知らない新しい自分自身探していたけど一人じゃ見つけられなかった今わかったよそれぞれ違うみんなを認め合えた時に生まれ変われるんだとそうさどんなに心が遠くてもまだ一つになれるそしてファイファイ声上げて歌い続けてきっと心躍り出すまた通じ合えるいつかまた涙流す時が来たらいつも思い出せるようにこの歌を刻もうもっとファイファイ顔を上げて笑ってみせてきっと心軽くなるまた歩き出せるいつかまたここで会えるその時までもっと輝けるように今胸に誓ってこの歌を歌おうラララララララララララララ
Hello, everybody. It's RGO August. Wow. Yeah, so actually we're gonna do more pre-stream, right? Not enough people are here yet. Let's see. Hope everyone's doing well. So how about we do some a little more Nichijou? It's Nichijou time, guys. Thought this was an RGO stream. It's actually Nichijou August. I can't show that. It's just the OP to the anime. Like a lot of these like game VN based off anime, they just use the OP. Yeah, they gotta fix that. Their like menu graphics are a little weird. Yeah, ignore that though.
ここ数回で見たやつはいらん。
So they don't want to see somebody that we've seen multiple with like I guess they don't want to see the same person multiple times, right? Well, you know, let's see our options. Nakamura Sensei Joshi. Oh yeah, I'm live, yep. Alright. Oh, Jihan Ki right? So this guy's by the vending machine, so you gotta check him out. Antenna selection time, guys.
バディがいい。
Oh, they want Buddy? Well, you know, we can go for Buddy. Just no Kocho this time. In fact, I'm gonna save state to ensure we do not get Kocho. I don't want Kocho. Give me Sakamoto. I want him. I'm doing. There's no Nanako route, Sensei Josh. No, I don't want. I know no Kocho today. They're really favoring Kocho though. I really don't want him though. I want Sakamoto or Buddy. Yeah. Oh shoot! No! This is not. This is an English patch. Why is the Japanese here? I'm a little tired today. I can't. We'll try. We'll try my best to read it. 昨日はつぼみだったのに綺麗な花が咲いている。世話してた貝があるな。この調子でもっと大きくなるんだぞ。しかし暑いな。花たちには多めに水をあげないとな。お、パンク少年。今日は花に水やりたい。水やりたい。え？ Oh, he's learned to speak English. Eh? Hello. Oh, but she's Nakanojo. He's thinking Japanese. I sound like a native Japanese speaker. Well, I sure am not that good, but thank you. この人は静か2年の先輩だったっけ？誰も水をあげないから、当番じゃないけど、やるようにしてるんです。おー、いいね。パンクな髪型してるくせに、優しいところがあるんじゃん。あはは、この髪型は生まれつきですから。また、そうやってギアップを出して、ポイントアップを狙ってるな。That Yotsuba-chan was Webushi. I don't know these characters. I've actually never seen Nichijou. But I just am interested in this game because it's made in the same game engine as RGO. And it also has an English translation, but clearly it's not finished. そんな本当のことを言ってるだけですって。憎いね。いえ、だから、先輩、そうですよ。Oh, you're right. He's got a butterfly on his head, right? Wait, no wonder this doesn't look like Lucky Star. Were you playing a Lucky Star game earlier? Well, I mean, like, my little intro screen is, what do you say? Like, this is from Moedro. Lucky Star Moedro. Yeah, I'll be playing, RGO in a bit. I'm just kind of filling some time here as people join, because, yeah, it takes some time for people to show up to these streams. 저건 持った缶に止まった。あはは。なんでこのとこに花に生まれば、甘い蜜が、right? 蜜 like that's the word for honey. が吸えるのに。Different Yutaka. No, this is gonna be Yutaka as in Lucky Star Yutaka. We'll play Yutaka route in a bit. もしかしたらモヒカンが甘いのかも。甘いのかも。そんなバカな。It's not very exciting, I think, for you guys, right? Like, I'm just speaking Japanese here. I don't know that. Ippon, and then I don't know that word. Dore. Ita! Senpai! Nah, Yutaka Kabayakawa is not in this game. うわぁ。本当、甘い匂いがするよ。どういうこと？We're just playing a totally different game to Sensei Joshi right now. This is just pre-stream. I like it. A little chaotic. Oh no, wait. I don't even know why I'm picking hot. Let's go with cool.
緑がトップだな。
緑がトップだな。Like, no, I don't want green. Yeah, you're early.
青のトップはつまらん。
Nah, blue won't be boring. Trust me. Finish. どれ一本。I don't know that word. 先輩。わあ、本当甘い匂いがするよ。どういうこと？ Alright, Sakamoto time. Use your cool Tenkai start. Cool development.
甘い？
そう、甘いの。
それ、多分整髪料。
あ、逃げた。
They ran away.
なんであんな超止まったんだろう。
ああ、真実は言いにくい。姫の卒業か？Anyway.
この番組は
大工ストア。
ご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Cool.
今、囲碁サッカー部はどうなっている？
I don't know about that. Alright, well that's enough for that. That's enough for that. I think we're just gonna be a low viewership stream today, at least for now. Alright, it's the only way I'll ever play Nichijou Chujin is bit by bit like this. But yeah, hey guys, welcome all to the stream. So yes, today we're doing Yutaka route and Rogaku no Tosai. And yeah, this is a very interesting route. It's very divisive in some ways too. So it'll be very interesting. It's got a lot of interesting moments and drama. Yeah, we'll get to it. Episode 5 patch, right? Reminder, guys. Episode 5 patch is coming out August 21st. I'm releasing it then. So working very hard to review everything and get everything into good shape and work on the trailer. The trailer is quite ambitious this time around in many ways. So it's taken a lot of work, but it's coming along good. Also, I can't say too much, but look forward to tomorrow. There may be some interesting RGO related news tomorrow. But anyway, let's get right into it. So where we last left off the adventures of Joe Yabuki. Or no, Joe Yabuki, Ko Yabuki. Completely different guy, right? Totally unrelated. Yeah, we finished episode 4, and so now we're gonna do episode 5 intro leading into Yutaka route. So gotta get through episode 5 intro first.
というわけで司や、チンはジュースを所望しておるぞ。
Sheen desires juice. So this is already off to a referential start, right? So if we bring up our notes here, let's see. Okay, good. Got that. All right. So, yeah. Also, the name of this episode, episode 5, is called "Girlish Body Restoration Lucky Revo," which is a reference to a game called Ultimate Koi Kakume Love Revo, which means Girlish Body Revolution Love Revo. So it's about a girl that you play as a girl who's like gained a lot of weight, and she's trying to romance guys, right? And part of that, she has to lose weight. So that's not relevant to what we're doing today. But Chin desires juice is it's a Chinese word, and it's kind of like a first person pronoun that I understand to be kind of dated, not used anymore, and is kind of like a royal we, right? So she's not saying that her chin desires juice, right? Not by the hairs of her chinny chin or anything like that. She's just saying, I desire juice, right? But in a very fancy way.
モナちゃん、何それ？どこの国の言葉なの？
What language, right? Just as like
多
I'm not
分
too
中国？
Chinese,
いや、
right?
最近三国志にハマってさ。
Chinese,
ロボットアニメ
Italian,
から
Thai, or Jamaican. You know, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? If you, I guess Japanese people study that a lot. They love Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? And there is a robot anime inspired by it. There was a Gundam anime called SD Gundam Songokuden Brave Battle Warriors, right? Which is basically Romance of the Three Kingdoms with Gundam characters. So that's what she's talking about. It's a robot anime inspired by it.
三国志でロボットなの？最近はいろいろあるんだね。
More than just a lot of variety, there's a version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms for everyone. That's just how old it is. If you look online, you'll find stuff that's total fiction, partial fiction, people's personal interpretations, and so on. Surely Hujoshis have been around since ancient times. I have no doubt that many versions of Romance of the Three Kingdoms came from them. You know, I have not looked super hard, but I wouldn't doubt it for a second. There's just some interesting yaoi written based about it. What I'm getting at is humans are sinful beings. Compared to what I've seen, I'm an angel. There's a lot more I'd have to buy first. Like, this is Konata POV, right? So she's like, man, I don't know about that, Konata. You reference Miso Kuso technique, right? So you've read some pretty messed up stuff. That's all I'll say.
泉さん、そこにいるのは泉さんですか？どうしたの、みゆきさん。
How's it going? You know? Hey, how's it
どうも
going?
こうも、このプリントは一体どういうことです？
Here to explain what's up with the flyer, right? So this is actually was changed to be in English, right? She originally holds a Japanese flyer. So it says Royal High School Beauty Pageant, right? And it actually does have like some blurb on there. I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was made up because you can't read what it says in Japanese, but you can tell that it's Japanese. So I went with something that was like, you can tell it's English, but you can't really tell what it says. But yeah, I think there is a little Easter egg on there, which you'll never be able to see, but it was one of the names that the participants listed on there is, yeah, some references. Oh, that.
養学園ミスコンテスト？こんなこともやるんだね。ま あ定番だしね。ここで立つフラグは結構多いよ。例えば委員長と同級生の淡い恋、それがミスコンの中で揺れ動き、そしてついに結ばれて。いいよね。この思い君に届けって感じだよね。
From me to you.
まああっちは入学式なんだけどね。
Right. So this is a reference to From me to you, right? Is there's an anime or a series just called Kimi ni Toroke with From Me to You, right? Kimi ni Toroke just means from me to you, or like deliver to you, right? So like I deliver to you, right? Which involves like some girl who looks, apparently she's supposed to look ugly, or she looks like a character from like a horror story, right? From, what is it, Ring? Yeah. Supposedly she looks like some character from Ring, and people don't like her for that. But then she falls in love with a boy, right? And she met him at the school entrance ceremony, right? And so that's what Konato's talking about there, right? They're just doing a reference to this series.
どういうこと？
Huh? What do you mean?
とりあえずスルー。それよかみゆきさん、これが何？
何じゃありません。なぜ私の名前が書かれてるんです？
もちろん私が書いたから。
わかってます。黒井先生に聞きました。そうじゃなくて書いた理由です。どうして私なんですか？
ほなちゃんダメだよ。人の名前を書くときはちゃんと言わなきゃ。
Because the game's audience demands it, right? We all want to see Miyuki in the beauty pageant. Hey, Moe Voltage Ring.
だって時間なかったし、それにほらみゆきさんポイント高いし。
So this isn't relevant right now, but actually the story that they're kind of telling here with Konata signing up Miyuki for the beauty pageant in this way is a bit inconsistent with how to describe it in the actual episode, which seems to be a result of the fact that this intro scene was actually written after, like, this is a PSP exclusive scene, so they got some details a little wrong. So interesting. But yeah, so it doesn't quite happen the way she's describing, where she just kind of signs her up without asking in this like sneaky way. It doesn't quite happen that way. Anyway, scoring some serious points.
ポイントですか？
Yeah, these aren't quite moi yosotes. These are just points.
委員長で巨乳でメガネでちょっと天然で、ついでに微妙に腹黒いでしょ。
Yeah, so you can see the numbers don't lie, right? Class rep 10, big 10 points, glasses 10 points, airhead 10 points, and dark side 10 points. Very well done. You know, I don't know if being a class rep is that a big people like class rep characters, like for that specifically. I didn't know that was a moe point. Obviously the opai, right? It's important. Glasses, megane, right? Good. Airheadedness, good. Dark side, you know. I guess some people's taste, right?
クラスでこれ以上ポイントの高い子っていないもん。
Keep this in mind. She scores 50 points. Nobody scores higher than her, according to Konata.
褒め言葉半分、悪口半分という感じに聞こえましたが。
そんなことないよ。客観的な評価だよ。萌えってそんなもんだよ。
Sorry, that's a lie. Moe is a subjective evaluation by the soul. But that doesn't change the fact that Miyuki-san's got some serious moe points.
ねえねえゆきちゃん、取り消しってできないの？
黒井先生にお願いしたのですが、もう告知は終わっているので無理だと。
でもミスコンやるってことはプリントが回ってきてたじゃん。その時何も言わなかったからみゆきさんも OK かなって思ってたんだけど。
It may sound like an excuse, but it's the truth. The joke ends the moment I see that it's making... This is such, like, a string. It's definitely, like, Konata just saying nonsense. It's like, I don't believe this, Konata. Oh, no, trust me. Like, once it makes other people uncomfortable, I definitely don't keep the joke going. It's like, Konata, you, like, thrive off of making people uncomfortable. I mean it. Making someone do something they don't like isn't a joke. It's just bullying. Total nonsense, Konata.
内容だけ見て参加者の項目は確認してませんでした。
Completely failed to check the list of participants again. Miyuki, why would you not notice that?
あの時すごく疲れててとても眠たくて。
Very sleepy.
ゆきちゃん
That's
で
kind
も
of
そ
me
ん
right
な
now. I'm
こと
kind
あ
of
る
sleepy,
ん
but
だ。
I'm here. I'm here to do RGO August.
残念ながらそのようなわけで今回の件は自業自得でもあるのですが。
As she says that, Miyuki-san gives me a sharp glare. She's obviously trying to say, it's your fault too.
とにかくミスコンテストに参加することは避けられないようです。泉さん。
はい。
忘れないでくださいね。
Uh-oh. She's giving us the scary face. I aggressively nodded up and down in response. Don't forget what happened today. Don't forget this feeling of regret. Recall it each time you look up at the moon. Which, I don't know exactly what they mean by that, but... I think that's just a Japaneseism.
ゆきちゃん大変だね。私に手伝えることある？
でしたらコンテストへの出場を代わってもらえれば。
それは無理だよ。ゆきちゃんみたいにポイント高くないもん。
そこをなんとか。
どうにもこうにも。いや、つかさ、大丈夫だよ。どういうこと？つかさなら問題なし。むしろ違うベクトルでポイント高いし。そんなことないよ。私スタイル良くないし、頭良くないし、取り柄もないし。
Man, Tsukasa just putting herself down really hard here. Yeah. There was some people who pointed out that, like, you know, Tsukasa specifically has, like, some really bad self-esteem issues. And you can really see it here, right? She's like, I don't have anything good qualities. Like, man.
いや、ある。まずは巫女さんであること。今一度言う。
And again, insecurity at its finest, hateful metal. Yeah. Man. So they said that she said that Miyuki was the one with nobody scores higher than her, but you know, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 adds up to 50 last I checked, right? So just different vector, but she scores actually just as high. Small, right? So she's small chested. Shrine Maiden, 10 points. That's, yeah, people love their Miko characters. Little Sister, you know, the Imotos. Although, I don't know, do people like Imotos so much these days? I don't know. It seems like they're still popular. Klutz, right? People usually still like Klutzes, right? And Meek, 10 points. Oh, these are all good Moe points, seems to me. Very well done.
巫女はステータスだ。
Shrine Maidens are status symbol.
ステータスなのは貧乳じゃなかったっけ？
Yeah, I think everyone knows this one, right? It's the line Konata loves to quote, right? It comes from Shuffle. It doesn't come from Shuffle directly, but it's inspired by Mayumi Time from Shuffle, right? Who kind of says similar things to this. I think she says that, like, being flat-chested is stated. Like, she says something related to that, but, like, she doesn't... Yeah, it's this line. Let me just pull it up. Girls with small busts like me are a rarity. The possibility of encountering a girl with below average size is low as well. Right. But she doesn't say they're a status symbol, I don't think. At least not in such a... like, in exactly the way that Konata says it.
さらに妹、そしてとどめの天然ドジコ。どうなんだろう。 さんどう思う？
正直よくわかりませんが、でも泉さんが言うのですから間違いないのではないでしょう
Concerning
か。
reasoning, Miyuki. I wouldn't trust Konata. But yes, you got some good Moe points, Tsukasa.
そうですよ。
それぐらいマニアックな方が絶対に盛り上がるから。
Yeah. So it's actually kind of interesting. There's a word in Japanese called maniaku, which just means like maniac, right? But like if you said the maniac appeal, like I think people would get the wrong idea. So even though you hear maniac, you know, that's why it's translated as niche. It kind of leans more like niche, right? It's more maniac makes you sound like some crazy people like you or something. The maniac appeal you have.
それぐらいマニアックな方
Yeah, maniaku, right? So
マニアック？ゆきちゃん、私マニアックなの？
you think she's niche? Well, Tsukasa is kind of niche compared to other Lucky Star characters, I
それ
guess.
はどうかわかりませんが、ただ応答祭のミスコンテストはごくごく普通のものですので、マニアックなのはちょっと。
大丈夫。だってみゆきさんも十分マニアックだもん。
Careful about attracting the wrong people, girl. You got plenty of niche appeal too, Miyuki-san. Again, is Miyuki niche, really? I mean, now that's a little more contentious, right? Miyuki's got some very standard moe points, right? You know, Imoto's kind of niche. Like, Imoto's not for everybody. Shrine Maiden, you know, it's pretty... it's a little bit more niche, right? But Miyuki's just like glasses girl with large chest, right? Like, it's pretty common. It's pretty not niche, right? I guess the anime, Lucky Star anime viewers would convince you that Miyuki's niche because that's all they ever talk about with Miyuki. It's always like, Miyuki's got no screen time in the anime. But, no, Miyuki's definitely not niche.
私がマニアック？
That's also really strange. Whenever I see people talk about that with the anime, like Miyuki has no screen time in the anime. I always think it's so weird to me because it's like Miyuki on the flip side has like a lot of screen time in this game. So that always seems weird to me. But maybe if I rewatch the anime, I'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. Miyuki doesn't show up very much in it. But anyway, she's definitely not niche.
私がマニアック？
Yeah, not niche at all. You're very mainstream.
さっきも言ったでしょ。巨乳でメガネで委員長で天然で。
Yeah, all of those are pretty common, Konatsu.
それにぶっちゃけ最近流行のヤンデレン
Yuki's body pillow material. Like, yeah, basically, one way to put it. And to be blunt, you've got the vibes of a yandere. They're all the rage these days. That's only in this game. Only in this game is Miyuki yandere. That's such a strange way to describe Miyuki. But it's kind of true in this game. It's not even really. They say yandere, but what they really mean with Miyuki is that she's like... she's highly strong, right? Like, she's easy... you don't want to get on her bad side. But that's not the same thing as being a yandere, right? And once again, Konatsu, just wait until 2014. Wait until 2014, then then yandere will be even more all the rage.
ヤンデレですか？
Yeah, yandere.
そうそう恋敵と三角関係になって力ずくで彼氏の奪い合いしそうな感じだよ。ゆきちゃんすごい大人だよ。銀河の歌姫だよ。
This gets even more confusing because of this line here. So this line, she's talking about the fact that Aya Endo, right, the voice of Miyuki in this game, voices a character called Cheryl Gnome from Across Frontiers as well. And this character is like a singer, right? She's like a singer, a songstress of the galaxy, maybe a title you could use to describe this character. And so that's what she's actually talking about. Why that has to do with being a yandere, I don't know. As far as I know, this Cheryl Gnome character is not a yandere at all. She's just not. Like, she's not that kind of character. She is in a love triangle within the context of Across Frontiers, but that's kind of what they're talking about here with the finding yourself in a love triangle part. But yeah, that's a very strange thing. Also, if you've ever seen Miyuki talk about like Which she, at the beginning of the game, she's like, I wish that you'll listen to my song. And she's also talking about this connection to Cheryl Gnome, right? Also, yeah, Cheryl Gnome, I remember, has like a... Let me quickly bring this up, because this is always something interesting I think about when I think about Cheryl Gnome in the context of Lucky Star. Is that there's like an album art for Cheryl Gnome that is referenced in another Lucky Star thing, right? So I can just put it on screen. Will it work? Yeah, so this, right? So there's like a Cheryl Gnome album art that looks like this, and they parodied it. Yeah. So it's like Cheryl Konata Izumi Cheryl Gnome. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they had. Well, I can find the equivalent art. This is not the CD. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there we go. They actually just straight up have an image of it. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like that, but there you go. Whatever. They reference it. I don't actually know what that CD is of. It's a drama CD. It's one of the Lucky Star drama CDs. I'm not sure which one. Featuring the anime cast. Yeah. I haven't looked too much in the Lucky Star drama CDs outside of the Moedro one that I translated, so... that's one day, maybe, to look at. But yes, this Miyuki is a yandere thing is kind of strange.
その通り。ヤンデレザみゆきさん。みゆきさんザヤンデレ。ヤンデレザゆきちゃん。ゆきちゃんザヤンデレ。ナイスボート。
Nice boat, once again. They love nice boat in this game. I won't. I guess yeah. Nice boat, right? Has to do with Koto no Ho Katsura, right? School days, ending of school days, right? She's a yandere character, and so that's kind of just nice boat is associated with yandere, so that's why they say it.
何のことかよくわかりませんが、そのあたりでやめておいた方がよろしいか
I'd
と
really appreciate it if you would be quiet. Yeah. Although she does actually, we do actually have her quoting that moment later in this game.
とにかく泉さん、応答祭のことを誤解しないでください。
そうかな。盛り上がるよ。多分あともう一人ぐらい尖ったキャラがいれば完璧だよ。
Yeah, we need some edge. Ow, the edge.
結構です。普通のミスコンなんです。尖ったキャラの人は必要ありません。
In this, you mean the voice act? Yeah, saves from the anime rather than the ones from the Moedro extra. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, there's drama CD that involves the anime cast. I'm aware of that. There's also drama CDs involving Hikage, like the Miyakawa Kid no Kufuku, right? So, which that was interesting to me because Miyakawa Kid no Kufuku has different voices for Hikage and Hinata than in this game, and it's so weird to me. I was listening to it one day and I was like, why do they sound so weird? They don't sound right. And then I forgot that they changed the voice. We don't need anyone with edge, right? We already have enough edge with protagonist.
でもみゆきさんだって。
But you are.
私が何ですか？
She's got edge.
いえ、なんでもありません。すいませんでした、あれ私の携帯？あ、鏡からだ。どうしたんだろう。はい、もしもーし。今どこだ？
Where are you?
じゃあ、いきなり
Where
止ま
are
んない
they?
でよ。耳がキーンってしたよ。
Are they Zakus? I'm sorry, I always have that problem. I have the temptation to quote the most random stuff. Hey, what's with that yelling all of a sudden? They're in my ears, you know?
うっさいバカ。約束忘れたの？応答祭の準備あるでしょ？
Right, the reason I was talking to Tsukasa in the first place was because I had some time to kill before I met up with Kagami. Hey dude, Red Hat, great to see ya. no problem. The streams is kind of a slow part until we get to Yutaka. You say questionable stuff too. Yeah. Yeah. This game just makes me want to like. Well, I say that as if I don't always act like that, but this game especially just makes me want to drop random references left and right.
コーナさ、話聞いてるの？今どこ？まさかあんた忘れて下校してないでしょうね。今教室の前、これから行く。じゃね。ちょっと待ちなさいよ。話はまだ。
The lecturing and yelling from her is going to continue regardless, so I'd prefer to pass on it for now.
かさ、鏡が早く来いって。どこへ？お、いいリアクション。大変だ。どうしよう。お姉ちゃん怒ってるかな。大丈夫。チョコ一箱で忘れるよ。そんじゃ行こっか。
Yeah, she do love her some chocolate. But you know, we all know Miyuki's the real fatty here.
私もご一緒します。鏡さんにご相談がありますし。
ミスコンの相談？鏡も出させるの？
違います。スケジュールのことです。その件はもう忘れてください。
本当かな？実はやりたがってるんじゃ。
泉さん。
わかってるってば。あ、また鏡から電話だ。早く行かないと。コナちゃん待って。
Alright, back to Star Wars. Far, far away, the eternal great war that had split the Milky Way into two had finally come to an end. In the aftermath, a new and united government formed to rule over the galaxy. This government then enlisted its most trusted agents to a special mission. This mission is to travel to Earth, a previously studied planet, to learn the ways of living together in peace and harmony. Their goal is to return with an understanding of a leisurely and laid-back lifestyle. That way, the mistakes that had led to the war will never happen again. Ugh.
コナちゃんごめん。痛い。椅子刺さってる。つかさ、それ反則。違うの。崩れただけなの。
So this is the third and I think the last time they have this scene happen in the game. So if you watched, I guess, yeah, if you were playing the PS2 version of this game, 3 out of the 7 intro scenes are just this scene, or just variants of this scene.
いいから早く直す。ほら急いで。
すみません。あと1分で開演です。泉さん、最終チェックお願いします。
あよー、鏡手伝って。悪いけどパス。自分のクラスに戻らないと。じゃあつかさんに。コナちゃんごめん。私もこっちとそっちとあっちとこっちとそっちがあって。
Once again, I'll point out the fact that whenever this game has repeated dialogue lines, they don't use the same they don't use the same voice line. They use a different one. It's a different take of the same line. So, if you notice it sounds a little different, it's because of that. Though, at some points it's a little bit unfortunate because it sounds like they maybe use some bad takes for these repeated lines rather than like recording different but still good takes. So, unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, that's not important, but yeah. Sometimes I just gotta fill in the empty...
それじゃあお願い。
With the, gotta fill in the dead air with something, right? Cocoon, if you would. Will do. You're wanting me to carry the... Wait, what? Didn't I do this earlier?
学園祭の準備？君とは初めてだよ。
Possibly for variations. Yeah, they might have recorded those lines with variations in mind to some degree, but I think they really did just take bad takes. They like, the first time you hear it, they did the proper take, and then any of the variations are just like, oh, let's take one of the other takes that like was kind of good, but maybe wasn't the best one. It's kind of how recycling, yeah. Because you'll notice sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that line delivery is kind of weak on the repeat line, repeat versions of it. Not like that. I mean, like, you know, maybe I'm having deja vu. I've been in this place before, you know, driving down the street. I need to learn the lyrics to that song so I can do that joke better. You know. Maybe I'm having deja vu or something.
やっぱりお疲れ気味。
それでもよろしくお願いします。皆さん、あと30秒です。
He's been to this place before. Yes. Hey, Sonichi. Koku, move the chair.
どうしようどうしよう。
Here's some tape. Need another roll?
大丈夫。けどなんでわかったの？
Well, it's because you broke the chair. Why else would you need tape? Ah, must be the deja vu, right? Also, Kagami-san's gonna come back.
ほら、そこ目が止まってるよ。
On Konutsu's head. Hey, Meatball.
本当
The gang's all here.
すごーい。デジャビューじゃなくて予言じゃないの？いつの間にそんなアビリティを。
Wait a minute. That's not X. That's Y with a M dash in between? Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Conspiracy. Is this is this the AI slop translation? Nah. No, I did think that though when I wrote that line. I was like, uh-oh, people are gonna think that. But trust me, guys, I didn't do that. Believe it or not, that that form of writing does exist, and it's not all AI. AI does not have exclusive rights to writing sentences like that. No, it's not like that. How do I put it? It's like I'm seeing a memory of this moment. Although it's interesting, because right now on if you've been following like the VN translation world, there's like, what was it? White? Why can't I not remember it? It's like a very popular VN. They talk about it a lot. White something 2? White Album 2. White Album 2 has like a crazy story going on with with somebody that like made like a fully AI translation of White Album 2, even though there's already an English patch for it. And it's crazy if you've been have been following that story. It's crazy because it's like the guy's trashing on the original the original fan translation, and it's like, guys, it's better, and it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy all around. Crazy story. It's like I'm seeing a memory of this moment.
皆さん急いでください。もう時間がありません。
How dare they tarnish this with AI slop? No, trust me, guys.
喜んで。
With pleasure.
じゃないし。ちょっときつい。
口はいいから手を動かせ。
急がなきゃ急がなきゃ急がなきゃ急がなきゃ急がなきゃ。
Tsukasa-san, stop! Don't stick the tape there!
ありがとう。
Also, hey Hiku's gameplay. Good to see ya. You got no classes at uni this moment. Man, having classes on a Friday night potentially would be terrible. You know, when I went to university, they didn't even really they didn't really offer that many classes on Friday for the most part. And if they did, it was in them earlier in the day. You'd either have classes on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you'd have classes on Tuesday, Thursday, or sometimes even just Monday, Wednesday was pretty common. Friday was pretty uncommon to have classes back when I was in uni.
ナイスフォローみゆきさん。こっちはチェック完了。こっちも OK。傘は OK だよ。ゆきちゃん間に合った？なんとか間に合いました。カウントダウン始めます。
Use the tape on Conan's mouth. Yeah, get her to shut up. Huh? I remember this too. Seriously, what's happened to me? It's always free on late Friday, so it's nice. Yeah, that's good.
ノーストラダムス。
Though I would always have like I was in a club, right? And club was on Saturday at my university, so I would end up spending like Monday through Saturday at university for most of the day. Because I also had to keep in mind that like I was carpooling and stuff, so I usually, even if I went to school like on Fridays, like I would have to usually stay pretty late. But I kind of liked it back then. I liked being at the school. It was a fun experience.
ああ、もううるさい。
Oh, also Nostradamus, right? Oh, 陰謀だったんだ。なんだって? Right, gotta do that. It's obligatory. Pull it tight and there they fly. The hard to clean up potato chips. This song's lyrics are all over the place. I like the slime though. I've got hobbies. Yeah, but staying fresh, they're calling her Stinky. I love that. She's the thing that was stinky this whole time. Konata was. Her BO. And no, Patty, BO is not related to BL. Actually, it's interesting. A lot of the clips they use for this OP are from PSP exclusive moments, which makes sense. But it's also a little odd because, you know, the PSP exclusive moments are, I mean, a lot of them are like epilogues to the game, right? So, and then that's just random promotional art for Lucky Star. With like, I thought that Tsukasa on the beach, like the Tsukasa looking up on the beach artwork was like from this game, and I was like wondering if there was a beach scene in this game. Back when I started translating this game, I was like, yeah, it's from the manga, but it's not from the anime, or it's not from this game. I'm sorry, it's not from this game. But I didn't know that at the time because I like didn't know much about Lucky Star when I started translating this game, and I was like, when does this beach scene happen? And it doesn't happen. Kind of interesting. It's actually, yeah, that's actually kind of the only swimsuit moment you get in this whole game is just Ko's cosplay and the very end of the game. Each episode would be interesting. I think there are swimming pool oriented scenes in Net Idolmeister, but even then I don't think there's a beach scene in Net Idolmeister as far as I know. There's like some moments from Net Idolmeister where like you see Minami in a swimsuit and like Akira's like at the pool, I think, but I guess in Moedro 1 they have the swim competition with Kagami and she wears like the funny little do I have that image? I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. Let me see if I can pull it up. I love that picture. Or it's a funny little picture. I have it here somewhere. Like, Kagami goes swimming at one point. Where is it? Can I find it? Oh yeah, this one. Oh, we gotta make it bigger. Yeah, I like how she wears the little covers for her twin tails there. It's kind of cute. Moedrol is a wild game. I mean, I've talked about this before, but I'm really wondering. I've considered going back to it. I've like doing a retranslation of it, or like maybe a patch one day, but we'll see. If I did that, I would need some help. I would need somebody to help me with it, because it's too much work to do these patches all by yourself, to be honest. RGO has been a mess. Or not a mess, but RGO has been a lot of work. So. Oh yeah, also the voice, right? There's a little voice, right? The robot voice where it's like the core reactor was damaged, or the power reactor was damaged. Accident case 4E8E78, which I don't think is a reference to anything. But you see the LC STR locked, right? Lucky Star locked. Start the emergency intervention system, and then the robot will say like, "Your request is refused. This conflicts with the treaties between planets."
そんなこと言ってる場合じゃないの。条約第436項補足。未交渉惑星への来訪に際し、その文明に著しい損壊を与える場合はこれに含まず。
Isn't episode 6 a Lucky Star a beach episode though? It only features the main 4 Nanako and Yui. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it's episode 6, right? I think that's right. But yes, there is a beach episode in the anime. But it's just main 4 in those two. I know in the anime there's another beach scene that features like other characters, because there's that one moment where like Minami is like in the sand, and they give her giant breasts sand boobs or whatever, or something weird like that. Yeah. Anyway, that was just Keylux Star once again, right? Come on, that's where it ends? It's gone to commercials. Man, this anime always ends when it's getting good. One in RGO would... Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't happen. But, again, maybe we'll get something like that in Edelmeister. Maybe, but probably not. Maybe Moedrol 2. Maybe Moedrol 2. Moedrol 2 is our hope there. Though I kind of doubt it even in Moedrol 2. I don't... Okay, I guess technically if you want to talk about Lucky Star games that have beach content, I know for a fact that Lucky Star no Mori does. Because Lucky Star no Mori is just based off the anime. Yeah, / manga. Or it's based off the anime specifically, right? So, and they do in fact have a beach event in Lucky Star no Mori 3, I believe. Right, which would line up with the episode 6, right? So, I guess all shows are like that. Still, I want to know what happens next. Wait, haven't I seen this before? Yeah, somehow I remember seeing it. That scene. The fact that it ended on a cliffhanger. Even the exact words I said afterwards. And shouldn't you notice that also, you have like a... according to Konata, you have a creature... You have a stuffed animal that resembles God right next to your TV. Could this be deja vu? Have I been in this place before? Or maybe I'm just mistaken. But the memory feels strangely real somehow. I know, Mom. I've already started getting ready. I even remember this back and forth with my mom. Though this is something that happens all the time. Becoming aware, yeah, he's gaining awareness in this episode. Perhaps these other things are similar, surprising as that feels. Yeah, that's probably it. This is my first morning in a new house after all. It's only normal for things to not feel quite right. So given that, I won't worry about it and just focus on getting to school. I'm really going to be late if I don't hurry. Yep, I just moved to this town yesterday, and now I'll be attending my new school for the first time. Yeah, this is an interesting moment here with the weather lady talking about this. He'll point it out. Doesn't feel like my first day, though. It's like I'm used to going there, as if I transferred a while ago. Also sunny, but will become cloudy later? What? I thought there was supposed to be clear weather across the country today, right? He's referring to the fact that in episode, like the beginning of the game, right? The weather lady did say that. She did say that it would be clear weather across the country. But now it's gonna become cloudy, right? So if you use your common literary analysis, right? Your media literacy guys, you know, this is suggesting trouble ahead, right? Oh crap, look at the time. Oh crap, I'm gonna be late. I have to leave right away. No, I need to calm down. It's times like these when one must calmly analyze the situation they've been placed in, which we'll save state here so I can read it out. Today attendance school. How what? I just feel it. Okay, I can't go that fast. Sorry, guys. But it says something different than it did before. His analysis is different. I did actually slow it down for the patch. It used to go faster. Because they changed it from the PSP version. In the PS2 version, it actually goes slower. These things. But like in the PSP version, in the Japanese version, they made it go super fast. And so I actually slowed it back down to like its more PS2 level speeds because you have no chance of being able to read it at all at the PSP like Japanese original speed. So yeah. Whoa, no, I can't be panicking. It's supposed to be a calm analysis, right? Whatever. In order to not be late, I just need to... And then once again, we get the original 3 choices, right? So, yeah, we'll see all these, so no need to worry. I need to calm down. Nothing good will come from rushing. I'll take my time getting there. That'll be best. I don't know what's going on, but what's for sure is that there's no point in rushing. If I'm late, I'm late. Can't be helped. Also, it really does seem like I know where the school is. I'll soon find out just how true that is. Hopefully I can make it there just by instinct. Bag? Check. Phone? Check. Lastly, yes, I've got my wallet too. Whenever I see bag followed by like a pause, I'm always thinking of Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. Which, if you know what I'm talking about. Obtained ball, bag, and they drop an F-bomb. Wait, it's empty. Let's make sure I have enough to pay for food. I pull out my uniform and put it on before calmly checking myself in the mirror. Yes, I'm ready. Oh yeah, you get extra money in this choice only, I think. You get an extra 500 yen. Is that right? Is it 500? Not that you guys probably... Not that it's that important, but I'm always concerned. No, actually you get 2,000 yen for this. I forgot. It's a lot. You get a whole 2,000 yen for picking Konata, right? It's like they knew that nobody would want to talk to Konata unless they were being given money. I think I know what you're talking about. It's been a bit Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal, right? Yeah. That's forever ago. That's a classic old bad translation. Seems like it's actually working. Seriously, what happened to me? It's been 10 minutes since I left the house. I've been walking somewhere, probably towards the school. Yeah, you gotta, you know, they're trying to say about Konata. You gotta be bribed to talk to Konata. So I really did know the way, huh? I had a pretty good feeling that was the case. You saw it in Charity Marathon years ago? Yeah, probably. I think they've probably been like AGDQ, SGDQ, or any of these other kind of things. Probably have done something with it before. If I listen carefully, I can hear the noise of a crowd up ahead. But I remember like a Let's Play of it like way back in the day. It's one of the first things I saw on the internet was Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal. I must be getting close to the school. Bingo! But now's no time for talking. I need to hurry or things will get really bad. I can't take things slow any longer. I have to run! Go! Straight down this road, then turn at that corner. Critical hit, guys. We got Konata. Nintendo themed charity stream? Okay. Sorry.
頭にでっかいコブが。
I'm really sorry. Konata-san, are you okay?
後でチョココロネおごって、それで勘弁してあげるよ。
How did they know each other's names? Uh-oh. It's a mystery, guys. Hope she is not okay. Quick, burn the flag.
で、なんで私の名前を知ってるの？
Oh, now that you mention it. But I could ask you the same thing.
初対面だよね。
Yeah, probably. I just moved here yesterday after all.
でも、だよね。なんか見覚えあるっていうか、すごい親近感あるっていうか。とにかく学校行こっか。早くしないと遅刻するし。
Yeah, this way, right? The protagonist should puke every time he remembers anything about Konata's route. Oh yeah, that means he's gonna puke in Konata epilogue, right? Because that's like the one time he like explicitly remembers Konata route. No, to the staff room. Kuroi-sensei told me to go there.
そうか、そうだったよね。この後教室で自己紹介とかしたもんね。
I mean, it makes sense that like after episode 4, because episode 4, right, they themselves had gone on all this like time travel stuff, so it makes sense that it's at this moment that like even, I mean, everybody kind of starts becoming more aware, but especially them plus main 4. Go to the staff room and change your class to Kagami's. When was this?
転校してきた日。
But that's today. Also, how did I know the name of my homeroom teacher?
ニュータイプだからとか？
Okay, yeah, because you're a new type or something like that. So this is a reference, right, to Gundam, right? Gundam has like the new types. Oh, yeah, nice, but whatever. Where, yeah, new type is like a type of like evolved human in Gundam, right? Amuro Ray is one. Many characters in Gundam are new types, but my understanding is that Gundam has a bit of a running joke in the idea that like somebody being a new type is kind of like a blanket explanation for like lots of just weird stuff that they can do. It's like, oh, how is it that that character was able to do that? Oh, it's because they're a new type, so they had that ability, right? Because new types do have like apparent like heightened mental awareness or something like that. But it kind of gets used as a catch-all explanation for things, so that's what Konata's getting at there. Protag can be the new top dog of Kagami's class. It's a good callback to Misao mini scenario. I don't follow, but that's the bell.
じゃあ私行くね。なんだろう。なんて言ったらいいんだろう。
See you later, I guess?
だね。また後で。それから一緒にお昼食べよう。いつもみたいにみんなでさ。
Okay, I had to think for a second whether I actually should change that line because I was like, see you later. Mato ato de ne is different from mata ne. I have to think about something I need to think about is if this game ever uses mata ne with any significance and whether I should be careful about that, because if you know how this game kind of ends, right, like mata ne is a very important expression. Anyway, that's a whole different thing, right? We won't get bogged down with that. Just like we always do. Like we always do, but today's my first day here. No, don't. No lunch.
でもいつも一緒でしょ。
We've always been together, haven't we? As she said that, Konata-san waved goodbye and ran off towards the classroom. What was that all about? How did she know that we'd met before? Also, we've always been together? Well, if I knew, I wouldn't be asking. Maybe Sensei will know something. Nope. Keeping my expectations low, I started walking towards the staff room. Meatball rage quote. Alright, let's see more exciting routes, right? run as fast as I can. Guess that's all I can do. I take out my uniform and put it on, then I frantically stuff my things into my bag. Here I go! With no time to spare, all I can do is run with all my might. The more I run, the shorter the distance becomes. The distance to where, you ask? It's obvious. The school, of course. But do I actually know where it is? I wonder that. But my legs do seem to be running towards some destination at least. That being the school, probably. It is really strange, though. How do I know where it is? That question I've been wrestling with all morning brings me to a halt. I just came to this town yesterday. I don't know left from right here yet. Just hold up your... hold up your hands, Ko, and, whatever one's the L, that's your left, right? Do the classic strat. I don't even know where a convenience store is. Much less a trading card shop, right? Or rather, I shouldn't know all those things, but yet I do apparently. I could ask myself where something is, and no matter what it is, I feel like I could somehow find a way to get there. What is this? Deja vu? Precognition? Or maybe I've gone insane? It's making my head spin. My head's spinning! All sorts of strange images are popping up in my mind's eye, and I just can't shake them. Images of things well into the future. Things that'll probably happen tomorrow. And...
何かお困りですか?
Huh?
どうされました? 何かお困りですか?
The lunch parts in Lucky Star involving Misao are funny. 大好物のミートボールが
すみません。なんとなくそう思ってしまって、私の勘違いです。
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. No, I'm fine. Nothing's troubling me, Miyuki-san. No, it's fine.
あれ? なぜ私の名前を?
I just do somehow. Sorry, that was weird, huh?
そんなことありません。ですか?
Yeah. How did you know?
わかりません。けれど、不思議なんです。わかるというか、覚えてるというか。
Remembered it. So it's not just me. In that case, maybe...
あ、幽霊です。
Inflated.
そろそろ行かないと。
Yeah. Miyuki inflation has done terrible things to Miyuki's
なんとか間
reputation.
に合いましたね。これから職員室でしょうか。
I don't really... No, I do remember. And the teacher's name is Kuroi Sensei, right?
はい。先生もでしょうか。
Maybe. It's hard to say, though.
ですね。それではまた後ほど。
After giving a light bow, Miyuki-san left for the classroom. I wish we could have talked for a little longer. Though I guess it's not like she'd know any more than I do when it comes to this. Perhaps Kuroi Sensei will know something? Or maybe one of the others will. Anyway, I should go to the staff room. Maybe I'll figure out more from there. Alright, there we go. Look up the school online. Yes, I'll look up where the school is online. If I do that, then all will become clear. But what if it ends up proving that these feelings of deja vu are actually right? What would that mean? That I've gone insane or something? Or maybe it means I'm a Esper? Chou no Rokusha, right? Whatever, I'll find out soon enough. Switch on! Denpa Taiso, Denpa Taiso. Alright, how should I go about searching for it? I guess I'll try Gyago first. Gyago, right, obviously it's just Google. A startup error? Give me a break! Well, that's what you get for using Makindo's Vrista. Alright, one more time. Come on, come on! Again? What on earth's going on? Damn it! Forget looking it up. I have to get going. I'm seriously gonna be late. And so, after all that, I just grabbed my bag and ran outside. At this point, I was fully expecting that I'd be going every which way in search of the school. However, it looks like I was wrong. Somehow I seem to be heading in the direction of the school. Even as I mutter this to myself, my legs carry on, knowing where to turn without getting lost. It's like they're familiar with these roads. Of course, Vista crashes. Yeah. So my hunch was right. Does that mean I have precognition or something? However, somehow I knew that wasn't the case. It's not precognition or anything like that. I probably...
どいて
Huh?
お姉ちゃん待ってよ待てない早く無理だよ転んじゃうよなら遅刻するいいから早く走って
Hey, Kagami-san. You know Tsukasa-san will fall over if you force her to run too much, right? Kagami, introduce me to your classmates.
嘘つかさ気をつけて遅いよ
Whoa, are you okay?
痛いつかさ大丈夫
Splat.
すりむいてるし絆創膏持ってたかな
Kagami, let him join your class. He doesn't want to be stuck with a bunch of weirdos. Yeah, like Nanaka says that later. She's like, in episode 6 intro, she says like, why do I have to get all the weird kids? Hold still. There, all better.
ありがとうあれ初対面だよねそのはずだけどあれ私も名前知ってるかも何これどうしてちゃんと説明しなさいよ
I don't understand it either. Anyway, Tsukasa-san, are you okay?
すり傷だけみたいそれよりありがとう
You're welcome.
司も名前知ってるの私たち初対面のはずなのになんでおかしくない
Well, he said Tsukasa's name at the beginning, right? In fact, up until now, he hasn't even said... Oh, he has said Kagami. Okay. I was like wondering, it's like, he hadn't even said your name yet, Kagami. But he has. Well, I definitely agree it's strange, but we don't have much time, right?
何が
Time for what? To get to school.
やばあれ予例じゃないお姉ちゃん急ごう早くしないと遅刻するよ
Don't just run, okay? Or, I mean, just don't, don't just run. Just don't run, okay? I only had that one band-aid.
なら早歩きで行くわよつかさちゃんと注意すること
Power walking time.
はいわかりました
Don't they just use the bus in the anime? I don't remember,
間に合
but
ったね
that's a fair point.
安心するのはまだ早いわよ
They use the bus in Lucky
早
Star
くしない
Nomori.
とホーム
I
ル
know
ーム
that
に
much.
間に合わないわ
And don't I know it, because the bus takes forever to get to school in that game. Then we'll part ways here. I have to go to the staff room.
だよね先生と一緒に来たもんねあれなんで知ってるんだろう
Konate and Yutaka gets to school by bike in the manga. Interesting. I don't yeah. I tried to read the manga like more thoroughly recently, but then I got caught up in episode 5 that I like didn't make time to read it past like the first couple. I got like partway through I didn't even get past volume 2. I read like part of volume 2 and then I got so caught up with episode 5 translation.
かやだ、なんか怖いかも。
I've already gotten used to it. Like, whatever happens is what happens.
とにかく昼休みにまたね。
Episode 5 is so peak. Yes, episode 5, I've been playing it again for the to do the final review of it before release. And episode 5 is like one of the funniest episodes. It actually probably is the funniest episode in the whole game. It's pretty fun. It's pretty great. Even if story-wise it kind of deviates or kind of digresses from the main story for a little bit, it makes up for it by being pretty funny.
また後でね。
After they said this, they ran off towards the classrooms. Still, why don't I know that? Why did I know their names? No, it's not that I know. I remember. Those two are from before. Plus points for the Yuki Seed expansion. Yeah. Yes, yes. One of the most famous moments in the whole game, right? It's also the episode 5 is also the home to the heterosexual line, right? So all the most iconic RGO moments. Can that really be true though? I mean, is what's happening now even real? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, I guess I'll go to the staff room now. And I also forgot that I think this version of episode 0 has
同じ日に転校生が2人なんて教師人生初めての経験やわ。
this version of episode 0 has different scenes for when you based on seeing okay, like after you do the self-introduction, like the characters recognizing you is different too. So I actually forgot about that. So we'll have to kind of replay this a little bit to see those. I think this is all the same. Pleased to meet you.
長森、
仲良く転校してきた関係を聞きたいや。
Yeah, it's the same.
こっちこっち。
Is this the real life or is this just fantasy? The closest thing to Nanako route. Yeah, I mean, if you want a Nanako route, I mean, episode 5 doesn't get you all the way there, but it actually it gives you a decent amount if you want like Nanako romance, I guess. Anyway, Kokun over here. Tsukasa-san, how's the scrape doing? Man, even this is giving me deja vu.
私も。でもその度に怪我してるのかな。
Which would mean I'm giving you a band-aid each time, right?
だったらやっぱり膝小僧の恩人だね。
Savior of my kneecap.
なんやなんや、誰が恩人やって？
ずっと助けてくれるんです。
Yeah, like he's always helping me out, right?
なんやそれ。
Something Tsukasa says a fair bit. Right, makes me think that moment from episode 4 where Tsukasa's like, "You're always helping me out. I'm not gonna let you fall into the pit," right? It's not like that. All I did was give her a band-aid.
そして柊を口説くと。自分結構やり手やな。
I told you it's not like that.
照れるな照れるな。二人とも仲良はするんやで。
Okay, so I forgot that I have to if I want to do this, easiest way is to save over here, and then I'm going to need to, because I forgot that we got to see the other running into the characters on the way to school. Oh, I skipped way too far ahead. So if you run into Konata on the way to school, you get this.
おーい、待ってたよ。
His reputation as a womanizer begins. It's a little something. Yeah, I mean, Tsukasa moments are pretty great. Tsukasa romance is actually really great in this game. Man, even this is giving me deja vu.
奇遇だね。私もだよ。けどまあ、今回もよろしくということで。
なんや、二人とも知り合いやったんか？
なんていうか、以前から
なんやそれ、寝とけか、メイドカフェか。
学校でですよ。ずっと前から同級生というか。
なんや知らんけど、まあ仲良くしたってや。
Alright. And then if you want to see Yuki.
お待ちしてましたよ。
I don't actually know if it's known where exactly you sit in this class. All it is that you presumably sit. You don't sit by the window, and you don't sit. You probably sit in a seat that is either in the same row as Yamato or up in front of Yamato. Actually, probably in front of Yamato is more likely, based off of the fact that Yamato always goes like behind you. Alright, so. But I don't think relative to Miyuki, Tsukasa, and Konata, like, you actually know where he sits. But yeah.
私もです。本当に不思議ですね。
Anyway, I hope we get along this time as well.
なんや、またナンパか。だから中徳がまた目ざといな。
You've got a good eye. Okay, Nanako. I'm not. I was just greeting her.
ほんまか。だからなんかあったら相談するんやで。きっちり片付けたるからな。
ご心配には及びませんよ。信頼のおける方ですし。
Interesting you say that, Miyuki, because you could be potentially saying this in a timeline in which you've already done the Miyuki route, and so we know what Ko's all about.
なんやそれ、知り合いなんか。
Even Kuroi doesn't see a romance happening with Konata. Ooh, that's a good point.
はい、以前から同級生です。
以前同級生、中学の時のか。
いいえ、両学園です。
あ、まあなんや知らんけど仲良うしたってな。
Okay, so now we can proceed. Oh, okay, stop. Go back to our normal file. And so my first day as a transfer had a hectic beginning. Various things happened, various things to think about, various people met along the way. As I thought about such things, my eyes wander around the classroom. At the teacher's podium was Kuroi-sensei. Around me were my classmates, as well as fellow transfer student Nagamori-san. This should be my first time meeting everyone, but it sure doesn't feel like it. Frankly, it feels as if I've met them previously. What's more is I even know the scenery. It feels very familiar to my eyes. But I have to be mistaken. Today's my first day here.
やからて手加減はせえへんで。
Yeah, he says that out loud. Ow!
どや、目覚めたか。
Ow, ow, ow. Did you just...
もちろんうちの原稿や。教科書の角の方が良かったか。
Seriously? You're horrible for doing that so suddenly. If you had done it later, it would be acceptable, apparently.
なら
Or
ボケっ
not
と
as
すんな。
sudden.
転校したての時差ボケか。
Transfer student jet lag. Well, I don't think Kanagawa is in a different time zone, so... That's a thing?
ないに決まっとるやろ。ビシッとせんかい。
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
たく、ほな授業続けるで。
That was awful. Surely I have a memory of this too, right? Actually, I don't think I do, because this is a scene that didn't happen, right? Obviously, yeah, he doesn't get hit in the first day of class until this time, right? So, as I muttered this, I rubbed my head and noticed a small bump. That they just skip straight up. Like, they skip the drinking juice out in the courtyard in this variation of episode 0. That day during lunchtime, I was eating with Konatsu-san and the others right away. It's my first day as a transfer, yet I don't feel any tension.
仕方ありませんわ。みんな顔見知りのようなものですから。
そうそう、なんとなく覚えてるもんね。そうでしょ？
Well, yeah, but
友達がいなくて一人で寂しくお昼を食べるよりは全然いいじゃない。
そうそう、感謝したま
Konata, when you say that, it makes it hard to be grateful.
それに緊張感がないなんて言ってられませんよ。学園祭の準備があるんですから。
Right, there is that.
そういえば長森さんは
Which I think... Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is still new dialogue. I'm guessing you're planning on asking her to help as well?
もちろんです。
でも確かいつもすぐにいなくなっちゃうんだよね。それに前に鏡が頼もうとして断られてたような気も。
ああ、そうだっけ。まあ何度でも頼んでやるわよ。
Won't stop you from getting rage baited, Kagami.
っていうか学園祭の準備なんて半分強制参加みたいなもんじゃない。大丈夫じゃないの？
わかんないよ。実は彼女は対立する学園から送り込まれた超スパイでね。
I was like trying to wonder what you meant by based, but I guess just her persistence.
現実と妄想をごっちゃにすんな。それよりとっととご飯食べたら？
コナちゃん、昼休み終わっちゃうよ。
She keeps being baited, yeah. Yeah, as you could call Yamato a master baiter. Oh wait, no, that's protagonist, right? As an episode.
ところでもう一個あるのに。
That's protagonist when he can't go to sleep, right? He's too aroused.
コナちゃん、早く早く。わかってる。仕方ない。一気に。にゃお。
You really shouldn't do that. I think, yeah, this is the same, right? So. I believe after this point it's all the same until, yeah. It's all the same until... Yeah, all this is the same. You would think that, like, they would have... They don't go... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of my... I'm talking too fast. But, you would think that, like, episode 0 would change the Yamato Kagami fight. Like, at all. But it never does. It only changes it in the episode 7 version of episode 0. Not even the episode 7 version of episode 0. Just straight up episode 7. It takes all the way until episode 7 for the Yamato Kagami fight to be any different. Which is crazy. It's all the same, right? But we got Misao, so we gotta listen to Misao a little bit.
気楽にすれば。同い年なんだしさ。
There we go.
ほら。
And, we could do the rest of episode 0, episode 5 version, but honestly, I didn't expect it to take like an hour and a half of the stream just to get to Yutaka route. So we should hurry up and just do Yutaka route. Yutaka route. We gotta pick I don't know really, so that way we don't get favorability. And unfortunately, we can't get a tie with Misao because Misao would actually be prioritized over Yutaka, I think. So unfortunately, we can't even pick the Misao option there. Ask a first-year student. So if we ask Kobayakawa-san, right? What do you think, Kobayakawa-san? Would I be a good fit?
お姉ちゃんたちが言うのなら間違ってないと思います。さすがゆうちゃん。いやー、持つべきものは燃えるいとこだね。
I don't really get what you mean by that, but in that case, I guess I have no choice. I don't want to betray the friends, right? So it's all the same. Then let's find an. Actually, do you get Misao if you? I think she's prioritized over Yutaka, so. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we get Misao route. So yes, we gotta do. Let's find another way to get Yutaka route. Okay, now we're on Yutaka route. Do it again. You can't do Misao route again.
そんな感じでよろしくゆうちゃん。
It sounded like a lively voice, gently pulled me out of my state of slumber. The sound of a girl's voice reaches my groggy and half-conscious mind. Yeah. Konata, stop breaking into his house. Of course, the ugly voice of Konata wakes you up. I think he's talking about Yutaka there, but yeah.
見張っててって言われても、私どうしたらいいんだろう。
Huh? That voice. Isn't that... Kabayakawa-san?
なんでしょう。
Why are you here?
その
Actually, speaking of the ugly voice of Konata, I got a comment, I think a day ago, on the drama CD. Like, whenever I get comments every now and then on the Lucky Star drama CD where people who don't know that Konata didn't always have Aya Hirano as the voice, they always go like, what? Why does Konata sound so weird? But I got a comment yesterday where they were like, Konata doesn't sound like so like moe-fied or cutie, like made cutesy or something like that. Forget what did it say? But it's kind of like, yeah, it sounds less cutesy-fied and childlike, right? Which is an interesting point. I kind of like Konata's drama CD voice for that reason. She sounds a lot more like what you would expect a person like Konata would be like in real life, where she'd just be kind of this like chill person who just kind of talks in a sort of lazy voice. Yeah. Could it be that I'm still half asleep?
いいえ、夢じゃないです。現実です。
This isn't a dream, it's real. Then why are you here, Kabayakawa-san? You're a figment of my imagination after all. What is you saying? You saying Kabayakawa-san's not real? You saying I'm not real?
それはそのお姉ちゃん。ダメだよゆうちゃん。大声出したら起きるよ。
She's fine, I'm already awake.
もう作戦失敗じゃん。
She's a sleep demon, a sleep paralysis demon. You heard it in Moedro, it sounds so weird. Well, yeah, I mean, I can understand that. The voices are pretty different. Except for a couple, some are similar. Kagami is pretty similar between Moedro and... Even though they're different voices, they sound kind of similar. Tsukasa is in the same ballpark as well. Minami, I guess, also is too. Like, a couple of the voices are kind of similar. Fish and mailed. Huh? What are you talking about?
お姉ちゃんの作戦だったんです。先輩攻略作戦だよね。その通り。てか昨日約束したよ。
Ah, that. Is this seriously what you had in mind?
もちろんだよ。ただちょっとおばさんにお茶に呼ばれて。
And how thoughtful of her to offer them tea.
それで私先輩が起きないように見張ることになって。
So that's what all that was. Konata-san, it's not nice to trouble other people like this, you know.
だって喉乾いちゃって。
Yes, we do know you're very thirsty, Konata.
私
But that's no excuse.
だからお姉ちゃんは
Mom let the gremlin in. Fault is what I think she was wanting to say. But before she could say it, Kobayakawa-san's body suddenly lurched forward. Watch out! In that instant, I stretched out my hand. The time it takes for her to fall is less than the time it takes for me to catch her. The time to act is a very short moment, less than a second. But despite that, I managed to break her fall. Kobayakawa-san, are you okay?
ちょっとめまいがしただけで
Interesting. But you look as if you have a fever, too. Putting my hand on her forehead, it's a bit warm. And her face is a bit red, too. And her hair is a bit red, too. Her hair is very red, too.
本当に大丈夫です。今朝ちょっと早起きしたせいで熱だってちょっとですよ。これくらい慣れてますから迷惑かけて
Man, getting a slight fever just from waking up too early, that's like terrible. Yeah, she's like immunocompromised or something, or who knows what condition she's got. But even if you're immunocompromised, that doesn't mean you get a fever just from being tired. I don't know if that's true. Might smell a bit like don't mention it. It might smell a bit like sweat, but you can lay on my bed. Man, Ko, you have a sweaty bed.
はいありがとうございます
It's got all that BO on it. Yutaka's like Hanata in that regard. Yeah.
もう別のフラグが立ったか。
Would that make sense? I always forget in what way. Is Yutaka a maternal cousin or a paternal cousin? I thought she was a paternal cousin, if I recall, right? I don't remember. But I always thought that was because it's like, it would make sense to be like, oh, is Yutaka have like a similar condition to like what Kanata had? But I don't know if that actually makes sense, because if I recall correctly, yeah, Yui and Yui and Yutaka are paternal cousins to Konata. Yeah. What do you mean? I didn't set anything.
本当は私が優しく起こしてあげて好感度アップっていうのが狙いだったんだけどね。
Well, unfortunately for you, we got a Yutaka favorability boost from
ゆ
this
うちゃ
scene.
んも攻略キャラだったが、まさに盲点、東大元暮らしだよ。
You're right, Konata. That's the only Yutaka's the only character that you can say that for, because Yutaka's the only character that's shorter than you. So she's the only one that could actually be under your nose.
攻略キャラ何それ
You don't need to know. Nothing good comes from knowing.
そんなことよりゆうちゃん
Keep yourself
大丈
down
夫
to earth,
ここ行ける
Konata.
大丈夫だよ
How low can you go, Konata? You sure you're not forcing yourself? Maybe you should rest a bit longer.
ありがとうございますでももう大丈夫ですから
けなげで頑張りやかなりの好感度アップだね
What goes on in that head of yours? Anyway, please get out. I can't change if you're here.
ごめんなさいすぐに出ますから
No, Kobayakawa-san, you don't need to rush.
何それ扱い方が全然違うんですけど
Because you deserve it, Konata. Shut up! Get out!
はーいゆうちゃん行くよそれじゃあ下で待ってますね
No, what goes on in Konata's head is submission. your ceiling fan safe. I mean, to be so tall that a ceiling fan would be like a problem for you it's pretty tall. Good grief. What a hectic way to start my morning. Is this how it's gonna be until the school festival? God help me. I mean, I'm not saying that waking up in the morning to girls is a bad thing, but...
そろそろお時間ですよ。
You got it, I'll be right down. But first, a deep breath. All this strange stuff is happening, but I'll just go with the flow. Things will happen as they do. Let's see, do I have everything? Oh, my wallet's empty. I'll put in enough to buy a drink. Alright, that should be enough. So, in Yutaka's route, you get... how much money? You recall... Oh, I need to... wrong page open. You are given 500 yen for Yutaka, so pretty normal amount. I stuff my wallet into my pocket and pick up my bag. Alright, let's go. And then once again, Doki Doki Mato Shimpan moment, so always the same. And then, during lunch break, once class is over, come straight to the rooftop. What's that all about? Konoda-san emailed me something like that in the middle of 4th period.
あと飲み物やら。私はフルーツ牛乳ね。
She also threw that in as a PS. Oh wait. Uh-oh, I'm dropping frames, guys. My back. I think I see that like OBS is showing. Going to stole all the bandwidth. Okay, I think we're good. I think we can continue. I saw that I was dropping frames for like 10 seconds for a little bit. Yeah, OTZ. Let's see, I'm just hoping it stabilizes out a little bit, but I think we're good. She also threw that in as a PS, right? So.
あと飲み物やら。私はフルーツ牛乳ね。
So she wants fruit flavored milk. Damn it, Konata, yeah. Am I a personal assistant now, or is this somehow part of that plan of hers? I was thinking about things like that and hurrying over to the rooftop when... Huh? Over there, isn't that... I saw someone in a shaded corner of the courtyard. Make sure to poison the drink. I'm pretty sure that's Kobayakawa-san crouching down. What happened? Is she not feeling well again? She's no longer at that age where kids crouch down to watch ants. Taking a closer look, her face is pale. What kind of age is that? What do you mean? What? That's interesting. That's what he thinks of it. It's like, oh, she must be watching the ants. I can't just ignore her. I should at least ask her what's going on. Kobayakawa-san, what's wrong? Are you not feeling well again? I would watch ants. Yeah, and I never really did that. My experience with ants being like a younger kid, like a little kid, was like terrible. Because my experience with ants was like stepping on an ant hill and like getting bitten terribly bad and all sorts of terrible stuff. So I don't have fond memories of ants. Yeah, her tummy hurts.
先輩。
Are you okay? You look awful.
ちょっと気分が悪くなって平気ですから。
Your tummy hurts, but maybe they don't know, as in Ko doesn't know yet. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm making references nobody will get. Don't lie, you don't look just a little sick.
いいえ、本当に大丈夫ですから。 つものことなので。
Really? Are you sure you don't want to go to the infirmary?
ここで休んでればすぐに良くなりますから。
So she says, but obviously I'm worried about her. Konoto-san's waiting for me, but I can't leave Kobayakawa-san like this. What do I do? So we'll save here so we could see bad ending text later, but correct choice is bringing her to the infirmary, as you might expect. Alright, then I'll get going, but are you sure you're okay?
平気ですから。
I never thought I'd hate Armstead. So this bitch ass Reddit aunt did me when I was 12. Man. I've always never been a big fan of bugs. Especially bees. I'm still to this day scared of bees. I'm always paranoid. It's like, what if I'm secretly like allergic to bee stings and I just don't know yet? You know. Ditch Konoto, obviously. Yeah, it's the real good. Of course, that's why taking her to the infirmary is the right choice. You gotta ditch Konoto. You're alone in this one. I think that's pretty common to be scared of like bee or wasp stings because you're just like, I don't know how bad it is. Like, you know, I'm sure that like the pain of a bee sting, like it's bad, right? But like, it's not like the end of the world, right? Like it hurts and it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. But like, I've never been stung, so until it's happened, I don't know how bad it is, and so I'm like afraid of the idea of like what I don't know scares me, right? No, she's definitely lying. She really doesn't look good at all. I better let Konoto-san know. I take out my cell phone when...
Yutaka, どうしたの?
Yeah, I just don't know how bad it is, right?
みなみちゃん。
Iwasaki-san, perfect timing.
豊に何か?
It appears she's not feeling well. Could you look after her?
心配しないで。平気だよ。大丈夫だから。
So you say, but obviously we're still a bit worried about you, you know?
はい。豊、保健室に行こう。
大げさだよ。私、平気だよ。
無理はダメ。豊、私も一緒に行くから。
ごめんね、みなみちゃん。
謝らなくていい?
Minami really gets in the way in this route. Yeah, you could definitely say that, and it's definitely true in a certain sense, right? Which we will get to.
ありがとう、みなみちゃん。
先輩、あとは私がやりますので。
Thank you. Take care, Kobayakawa-san.
心配かけてすみませんでした。
It's all good. Don't worry about it. Well, I better get to the rooftop. Konoto-san's probably gonna be mad at me.
遅いよ、もう。
Okay, well, look after her here. Oh, I know.
何がですか?
I'll stay with you until you're feeling better, Kobayakawa-san.
でも、そんなの悪いです。
It's no trouble at all.
でも先輩、用事とかないんですか?
Nothing important, of course. At all. I'd rather not spend time with Konoto. I don't, so don't worry about it. Of course, Konoto-san is waiting for me, but if I said that, she'd definitely worry about it, so I won't tell her. Oh, I know. Would you like something to drink? If oolong tea's alright with you, I happen to have one on me. No, give her Konota's drink. Make her... you know, Konata can go without.
いえ、大丈夫です。
Are you sure? You don't have to hold back, okay?
それじゃあ、いただきます。
Alright, here you go. I pass Kabayakawa-san the plastic bottle of oolong tea. She takes off the cap and timidly brings it to her mouth. I mean, if it was important, you remembered by now, Konata. Okay.
おいしい。
Were you thirsty?
はい。実は。
I see. Then I'm glad I gave it to you. The oolong tea was something Konata's... Oh wait, I forgot! Yes, this was actually a story inconsistency that I actually fixed in the translation. I don't normally do that because it's like, you know, kind of beyond the scope of the translation. But this was actually just confusing, so... They do actually... This is actually Konata's drink, but like they forget that earlier on, Konata specifically asks for like a... Can I even go far back enough? Yeah, I actually can. That she asks for a fruit-flavored milk, right? Which... An oolong tea is not a fruit-flavored milk, so that's actually just like a story mistake that they had in the Japanese. So I did the rare change and made it so that way, like, in terms of the story, she asked for both things, right? So yeah. But it ended up coming in handy in an unexpected way.
ありがとうございます。もう大丈夫です。
Are you sure? Wouldn't it be better if you rested for a bit longer? Get Konata mud water and tell her it's chocolate milk. See if you can find a way to continue watching the stream. Well, no worries, Hikus. I mean, you can watch the VOD if you really want to. Should still be possible, right? But yeah, if you have to go, see you later, and thanks for coming out. Get, just, man. It's all sorts of terrible things I'm thinking of, like pee in a bottle and tell her it's lemonade, or who knows what else, right? You could do messed up stuff.
いえ、本当に平気ですから。
Take it, Yutaka. Nobody asked for the drink anyways.
ありがとうございました。
It was nothing. Just don't push yourself too hard, okay?
はい。それでは失礼します。
As she said this, Kabayakawa-san headed back to her classroom. As I was watching her leave, Kabayakawa-san turns around to face me again and bows. It was as if she was trying to say, I really am okay, one final time. But is she really okay? Not knowing Konata, she would be into it? That's pretty crazy. Then again, she does quote Misokuso technique, so... You know, she likes Misokuso technique, so I guess... Or is it... I always forget, is it it's Kuso Miso technique, right? Not Misokuso technique. Anyway, I guess if she likes that manga, right? I guess she might be into... Anyway, well, once she's back in her classroom, she'll have everyone else to worry about her. You know. Uho! いいジュースだね. Or just, it's actually just oho, いいジュース. いいジュース. Or... いいおしんこ? Right, I always forget the freaking word for pee in Japanese. Oh my gosh, why am I not remembering it? Why am I not remembering it? It's like a... What is that? Why am I just want to find it. Oh my gosh. It's one of those words everyone knows, and I forget it right now. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Wasting time looking up, trying to remember what the word for pee in Japanese is. Which I should know. It's a very common word, but I just cannot remember it right now. That's right, I have to get to the rooftop. Stream got spicy. This stream always gets out of hand when we play RGO. I also have to buy another oolong tea. I started running as fast as I can. Because, like, ever since we've done these streams, the RGO June streams, things have gotten crazy. Much crazier than the RGO work streams. RGO work streams were way chiller. I can't leave you like this. We're going to the infirmary.
でも本当に
If you're going to rest anyway, why not do it at the infirmary? Come on, grab my arm. There's no need to be shy.
でもそんなの悪いです。先輩に迷惑かけられないですし。
Well, that's no problem, because this is no trouble at all.
でも
I'm sorry, like, I'm... I feel bad, Timepiece. Are you getting the YouTube money? Actually, I am. Not so much from these streams, but... I actually am decent. It's not very much. It's like $10 a month from YouTube, but it is. I do actually get the YouTube money a little bit. Surprisingly, even though I've been kind of lacking on the uploads, right? Because we've been in the RGO patch era and not the video series era. I've been uploading a lot less. But no, actually the viewership on the channel is actually pretty high these days, because I think people watching the RGO video series and Azumanga Donja Ardayo videos continue to get lots of like watch time. So I insist, it's not right to abandon a girl when she isn't feeling well. Should have carried her coat, she's too sick to walk. It's true.
先輩
Also, it's oshiko. Like, I don't know why I thought it was oshinko, but it's oshiko. It's the word for pee in Japanese. I don't know why I was getting tripped up on that. I guess because it's not a word I ever use, obviously. We'll take it slow, but let me know if it gets to be too much for you.
はい本当にすみません
You're good, you're good. Come on, let's go.
あらどうしました
This girl isn't feeling well. Would she be able to rest here?
ああ1年の小早川さんねいつも大変ね
Oh, so you know her?
ええ必要なお薬も知ってますよ安心してください先生いつもすみません
Huyuki route win? Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, we don't get that. I mean, you get Huyuki story involvement in episode 5, but not very romantic.
気にしないでゆっくり休んでくださいねありがとうございますいえいえどういたしまして
Well, looks like my work is done. Sensei, please take care of her.
はいお任せくださいここまでご苦労様でした
Alright then, Kabayakawa-san, get well soon. I am still worried about her, but it's not like me sticking around would be of any help. She's already got male teachers in Hikaru, that's true. She currently hogs all male attention. All male currently has all male teacher attention, right? Still worried about her, but it's not like me sticking around would be of any help. Konto-san's also waiting for me. Given how late I am, she'll definitely be mad at me. Yeah, is Huyuki? I mean, I could see it. Huyuki is the kind of character that could seem like she gets... like, people could like her, right? She's pretty, charming, right?
先輩
Because people always ask, like, this is a comment people always say. It's like, why does Nanako never, like, she's, like, why does nobody want to marry Nanako? And the answer is, like, because Nanako's personality is very, like, off-putting to people. You know, she needs to be nicer, like Huyuki. It's Huyuki's, like, gentleness, right, that attracts people, I think.
ありがとうございました
It wasn't a big deal. Well, see you later. Phew, looks like that's taken care of. But why am I blushing? I'd hate to see my face right now. My face is so flush and bright red that I can tell without even having to look in the mirror. Give me a break. This doesn't go away by the time I reach the rooftop. I'm already late anyway, so I'll just take it slow. At least until my face clears up.
遅いよもう
Sorry. When I finally made it to the top, Konoto-san was pissed, as you'd expect. Seeing that word after the previous conversation is interesting.
女の子待たせるなんて好感度超ダウンだよ
Nobody cares. Keeping a girl waiting, your favorability's going way down. Good! I said I'm sorry, stuff just came up.
具体的には
Could you be more specific? I ran into Kabayakawa-san on the way here.
ゆうちゃんどうかしたの
She was crouched down in the courtyard. She wasn't feeling well, so I couldn't just leave her there by myself.
それで遅くなったの
Yeah, but it's also because I really didn't want to see you, Konoto. I'm not sorry.
まあ仕方ないかゆうちゃんの面倒見てくれてありがとねゆうちゃんは妹みたいなものだからね本当にありがとう
It was no big deal. Anyone else would have done the same.
そのセリフやよしギャルゲーのキャラとしては満点というわけでこれご褒美
As she said this, she presented me with a slightly large paper bag. What's this?
もちろんお弁当感謝して食べるがよい
Best eat it with gratitude, not with that attitude. No thanks. I have to eat it quickly. Lunch break is over in 10 minutes. Ko's flags are made of titanium. Yeah, see you in a bit, dude Red Hat. Go eat, just like Ko is going to.
作戦は不発か
Sorry. Maybe we can try again tomorrow?
イベントこれすなわち驚きだよだからダメ別の
Eat it,
考え
but
てこ
don't
よう
swallow? How do you just like spit it out on her, like eat, like, that's okay. But what if he's hungry? He's not gonna get any sustenance that way. Yep.
はあ好感度
It's okay,
はず
Meatball.
だったのにな
It was made by Tsukasa anyway. It's not really Konatsu's cooking anyway, so it's fine. I messed up, but there was just... I succeeded, but there just was no way I could abandon Kabayakawa-san. I hope she gets better.
何か言った
No, nothing. Anyway, I guess I'll start eating the bento. And so that was how my lunch with Konoto-san finally began, and then ended 10 minutes later. Still, I wonder if Kabayakawa-san really is okay. I hope nothing like that happens again. Actually, interesting thing about this scene is that Minami doesn't show up in the good version of this scene. Which kind of is interesting because, right, Minami is going to be important to later on in this route, but like the fact she doesn't show up in this scene if you get the good choice is kind of interesting. And also how it focuses more on Yutaka. Yeah, I don't know. There's something there to think about when you think about what this episode, what this route is about. It's interesting that the good choice involves Minami not being involved and Yutaka being helped only by the protagonist. Anyway. Later that day. He's behind you like the Undertaker. Phew, it's finally over. Boy, am I tired. By the time practice had ended, it was 8 p.m. The moon had risen into the night sky. My body is aching all over. Performing in a play is harder than I thought. You have to move your whole body, project your voice, and use your head too. My throat's dry. Absolutely bone dry. I'm gonna die. But first, I have to get changed. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that the whole time. I want to get out of this sweaty jersey. I continued thinking about such things as I walked through the school building. As I was getting close to the classroom...
Senpai!
Oh, Kabayakawa-san. And Iwasaki-san. What are you two up to?
そのこれ飲んでください
As she said that, she presented me with a canned drink.
差し入れです。よろしければどうぞ。
Oh, thank you. But why this all of a sudden?
今日のお昼のお礼です
During lunch? Oh, that. But that was nothing.
そんなことないです本当はすごく辛くて先輩が来てくれて助かりました
You're lucky Minami doesn't emote all her anger towards you. Well, Minami isn't going to get really angry at us until later in the scene, right? Right now, she's not really, like, upset at us. So you were struggling. Then why did you insist that you were okay?
迷惑かけちゃダメって思って
Well, next time I'd rather you tell me the truth. I'd appreciate that more.
すみません
So, are you feeling better now? And no lying this time, okay?
はいもう大丈夫です全然平気です本当ですから
I see. Well, that's good to hear. If anything happens again, feel free to contact me by phone. I'll come over right away. It's stuff like this that starts to make Minami upset.
いいんですか
So long as it's okay with you.
そんなことないです先輩ありがとうございます
ゆたか、そろそろ早く帰らないと。
ごめんねみなみちゃんそれじゃあ先輩失礼し
Minami start of darkness.
それでは。
The two of them bow before turning around and walking away. No, that's not quite right. One of them looked at me. It really looked like she was scowling at me, right? Iwasaki-san scowled at me. Yeah, because of the... What did I do to do something to offend her, right? So this is like the thing I was talking about where... She doesn't like the idea that, like, he's kind of inserting himself in as, like... Oh, you can come to me for help, right? Oh, you know, I'll give you my phone number, right? And all that, so... It's the beginnings of the darkness. Did I do something to offend her? I don't think I did anything of the sort. Maybe there's something she's upset about? I have no clue what that could be, though. As I pondered this, I took a sip of the drink I was given. It was a sports drink. It's cold and has a pleasant sweetness to it. Phew, that's better. I'll quickly get changed, then head straight home. And 10 minutes later, I was walking down the night road. I didn't have the drink anymore. I finished it while I was in the classroom. However, I kept the empty can in my hand. I rattle it around as I think about what just happened. Looking at a clingy, jealous ex. Yeah, in some ways. Kabayakawa-san's a sweet girl. It seems she waited around to give that to me. Although it's a little bit just more like a... You know, Minami, right? Because... Right, Yutaka and Minami met in like first, like they're when enrolling in Roa High School, like at the entrance exam, right? So, you know, it's the idea that like they have like their best friend status, and that he's kind of inserting himself into it, right? He's putting their best friend's status at risk by making it complicated, right? Which is understandable to a degree. She really shouldn't have. She'll get herself sick again. Which is why I personally think that this route is actually very interesting because of the sort of dynamic they have going on here. Even if there's some aspects of it that are a little little much, I would say. I really appreciated what they were going with here. Even still, though, she waited for me. It's concerning, even if it did make me happy. That's also another thing, right? I think Minami wasn't happy about the idea that like they're just, like she's waiting so long, right, after school, just to do this, right? Could that be why Iwasaki-san was scowling at me? But that wasn't my fault. Kokun is a Rome wrecker. That's why I pondered such things on the way home that it happened. Is that Nagamori-san? A familiar figure enters my vision. She was wearing the school uniform and had long brown hair. It had to be Nagamori-san. What's she doing here? Yeah, this is all the same, so... After episode 5, you beat episode 5, this dialogue does actually change a little bit. But, not right now. So I think now that I should get the going to the trading card shop dialogue here. It's past 10, huh? I am a little bit hungry. Okay, there we go. I guess I'll go to the convenience store. That reminds me, there's that one store down this way. Oh, right. I forgot. Okay, not that it matters, but we did miss some dialogue technically. Not that it matters, but I will explain a little bit. So actually, if you are in an episode, so if you're in an episode 1 through 3 state, or even in an episode 4 state, like you haven't beaten episode 4 yet, the going to the convenience store dialogue is slightly different. Instead of having the choice be like when you're in the alleyway, it's like when you're actually in front of the store. It's like very not significant dialogue, so it's not a big deal that we missed it, but it is actually a little different. That reminds me, there's that one store down this way. Should I check it out for a bit? Stop by the store or go home, so we'll go home and then stop by the store afterwards. I don't have time for that. I have to get home and read the script. Yeah. Let's do it. I might as well since I'm here. Sekaku dakara. I've become quite the otaku, haven't I? Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. There's Konata in these. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Yes! No Konata! Good. Phew, I got a bit carried away. Alright, now that I'm refreshed, time to go home and read the script. Alright, so this is all the same until the text, or the email rather. Alright, now for the next scene. Oh, an email. Let's see. Ah, it's from Kobayakawa-san?
今日はありがとうございました。
And yeah, Yutaka is such a yapper. She writes such a long email to us.
初めてのメールが夜遅くでごめんなさい。今日はご迷惑をおかけしてすみませんでした。でも一緒にいてもらえてすごく嬉しかったです。
Oh, I'm sorry.
お姉ちゃんに聞いたんですけど、明日はすごく大変な場面だそうですね。
I'm sorry, I will replay this line.
一緒にいてもらえてすごく嬉しかったです。本当にありがとうございました。頑張ってください。何もできませんが応援してます。それではおやすみなさい。
A tough scene. Right. Tomorrow we're doing that scene. That scene. The kiss scene. Though it's just a performance, I'll have to kiss Konata-san tomorrow. What do I do? Seriously, what do I do? I have to do it. But can I? Given how Konata-san's been handling it, I can just follow her lead and it'll probably work out. Still, there's just something I can't... Rather, it's kinda... Yeah. She did send that email, but does Bayakawa-san know what happens in that scene? No, she probably doesn't know. How would she react if she were to find out? Her face appears in my mind's eye. For some reason, she's extremely sad. But why? Why is Kabayakawa-san? It's interesting that they, for this route, this version of the scene doesn't frame it as like, oh, but I'm not, like, we're not lovers, like, I'm not dating Kabayakawa-san, right? He kind of frames it more as like a, you know, how would Kabayakawa-san feel about me kissing Konata? Like, in a more general sense. Why? I don't know. I don't know, but I can't be thinking about weird stuff like this. I need to practice. And so I pick up the script and get into bed. The kiss scene is scene 58, right? Kiss aside, I still have to memorize my lines. But no matter how many times I read it, nothing would stick. I'm unable to memorize anything. Why? For some reason, whenever I try to memorize my lines, Kabayakawa-san's face appears in my mind's eye. Ah, enough! I give up! I'm going to sleep. I ended up putting the script away after that. Laying in bed, I closed my eyes. But I can't sleep. Whenever I close my eyes, I keep seeing Kabayakawa-san's face. She was looking at me, staring endlessly, looking as if she'll burst into tears at any moment. Why? Something about this doesn't make sense. Alright then. All this is the same. Suddenly, hearing a voice, I turn around to see Kabayakawa-san and Iwasaki-san running towards me. Oh, right! I forgot that both her and Minami is in this version of this.
Yutaka, 大丈夫?
大丈夫だよ。
Because I'm pretty sure Minami says something in particular about about the way he describes. Yeah, he said she has something to say about the I'm aroused. Kabayakawa-san, running like that is going to put your health.
いいんです。
You are not. You should rest a bit.
大丈夫です。それより先輩、どうしたんです？なんであんなことに。
Hold that thought. I'm talking to someone else right now.
誰とですか? お一人のようですが。
In response, I look behind me. Gone. Nagamori-san had disappeared. Again? Why does this always happen?
いつもよくあるんですか?
それってストーカーですか？ 警察に行った方がいい
Yeah,
ですよ。
we'll tell your sister, Yutaka. No, it's not like that. Anyway, what were you saying?
今日の練習のことです。お姉ちゃんと何があったんですか？
It wasn't anything important. I was just being stupid.
バカって何ですか？だからって喧嘩するの私やだ。
Yeah, we see the Yutaka getting really upset about stuff protagonist is involved in.
私お姉ちゃんのこと大好き。先輩のことも
Yeah, and this also.
大好きです。
Yeah, Minami probably really didn't like to hear this. Of course, girls always blame the guy, SMH. I mean, yes, right. The whole situation with, yeah, the fight is a little unfair to protagonist, but in all fairness, he probably could have been a little bit more forthcoming about his reservations about kissing Konata, but yeah, they were being kind of unreasonable to him.
だから二人が喧嘩するの見たくない。嫌です。
Goodbye, Kawa-san.
先輩、お願いします。理由を話してください。
Okay, I will. So the truth is, last night...
興奮して寝られなかった？
I forgot. I didn't know. I guess because what I was gonna say, right? But I didn't remember whether or not they explicitly, like, in this version, he says that he was too aroused. Whoa! Don't say that so loud.
すみません。それに
His phrasing looks incredibly sus when he's talking about Yutaka. Yes. I think Minami responds in a way that's dependent on that, or that's like corresponds to that. I don't know, but thinking about it kept me up all night. And so,
申し訳ないのですが、
yeah.
それはどうかと思います。
Sorry to hear that, but that is not appropriate. You cannot be telling Yutaka that you were like too horny to go to sleep because you were thinking about her. Sorry.
けど私安心しました。
At this moment, real anger awoke inside Minami. Maybe so, right? That's probably a good point. Of course not. It was all my fault.
よかった。本当によかった。これで仲直りができるから。でもなんで私なんだろう。それになんで悲しい顔をしてたのかな。
豊か、気にしない方がいい。
そうなのかな。
Iwasaki-san's right, and it's not like I can give you a good explanation anyway.
でもすごく大切なことだって思えるんです。先輩、どうしてでしょう。
I don't know, but I think I agree with you. If it really wasn't anything important, I wouldn't have agonized over it as much as I did. There was no end to it, even when closing my eyes. I couldn't stop thinking about Kabayakawa-san's face, about what her expression could mean. But you don't need to worry about it, Kabayakawa-san. I don't want to cause you any more trouble.
そんなことないです。なんとなくですけど、私わかる気がして。
Really?
はい。でもまだちょっと曖昧で。わかったらお話ししてもいいですか？
Okay, and if I figure it out first, do you want me to tell you?
はい。 それちゃいました。
No, I don't mind. I mean, I'm the one who should be sorry. This all happened for such a stupid reason.
でも安心しましたから、もう大丈夫ですね。
I'm not so sure about that. Konta-san's really mad at me.
いいえ、違います。お姉ちゃん落ち込んでました。
Really?
はい、怒りすぎたってすごく後悔してました。
I see. But it really was my fault.
先輩はお姉ちゃんにごめんなさいって言いたいんですよね。
Yes, of course.
お姉ちゃんも一緒です。先輩に謝りたいって思ってます。だからお願いします。お姉ちゃんと仲直りしてください。
今のままだと劇にも影響があると思います。早い方がいいかと。
Of course. But how should I do it?
それは大丈夫です。みゆきさんが手配してくれるそうです。
I see. I sure have caused everyone a lot of trouble, huh?
だから頑張ってください。作戦決行は明日のお昼休みです。
Alright, so this is the... Let's save over probably this one. So that way I can do this, right? Let's see the bad... There's actually interesting bad text for Yutaka route. Right here.
多分昨日の夜にあったから。
あ、そっか、そうだよね。
悲しんでるように見えたのも昨日のお昼に会った時だと思う。多分苦しんでたせいかと。
先輩、その通りですよ。みなみちゃん、すごいすごい。
It's like she's a computer. Or rather, some kind of humanoid interface?
それは禁足事項です。
Right, Haruhi reference again, so... Kinsoku this is, you know, the classified information thing that Mikuru says, and then humanoid interface is the type of existence that Nagato Yuki is, right? And Minami's voice actor also voices Nagato Yuki, so...
何それ。
知らなくていい。別の世界の
Another
話だ。
world is in the Haruhi world.
そうなんだ。みなみちゃんが遠い世界の人のように見えるよ。
What does that mean, Yutaka? What does that mean? You think she looks like an alien or something? I guess that's what the green hair is all about.
話がそれちゃいました。
Anyway. Now for the moment that you've all been waiting for. Not the Konata route. Not the Konata moment, obviously. Like, nobody's been waiting for that. Oh, I have to hurry. Kuroi-sensei is teaching 5th period. I pass through the exit, leaving the rooftop, and enter into the hallway. Yeah, this is very one of the most interesting moments in the whole game. There, I found some people I wasn't expecting, and tears.
よかった。よかったよ。お姉ちゃんも先輩も仲直りができて。
大丈夫。もう大丈夫だから。
Kabaikawa-san and Iwasaki-san were standing in the hallway. As if a thread had finally snapped under tension, Kabaikawa-san was sobbing intensely, as Iwasaki-san gently rubs her back.
ごめんね。ほっとしちゃって。そうしたら か涙が出てきちゃって。
別に謝らなくていい。
I was so mad at myself. Kabayakawa-san didn't do anything wrong. Not a single time. She was crying. Crying because of Konata-san and me. No, she's crying because of my own stupidity. Sorry, I made this mess. I'm really sorry.
先輩、ごめんなさい。変なとこを見せてすみません。
No, you're not weird at all. I'm the weird one. Sorry, I haven't been myself lately. So
謝
dramatic.
るぐらいなら最初からしないでください。
If you're just going to apologize, don't even do it in the first place. Man.
みなみちゃん、
豊が泣いたのはすべてあなたのせいです。
Yutaka's crying is all your fault.
二人のことで苦しんで悩んで、なぜ豊が泣かなければならないんですか？
Stakes are high again. Yeah. All this suffering and agonizing over you two. Why did you have to make Yutaka cry?
みなみちゃん、やめて。違うの。私が悪いの。
違う。豊は悪くない。悪いのはこの人。あなたが豊を苦しめた。
That breathing in, that inhale Minami does like right before saying that you're the one is so intense.
違う。豊は悪くない。悪いのはこの人。あなたが豊を苦しめた。
Yeah, that you feel that. You feel that inhale. No, you didn't do anything wrong, Yutaka. This person is the one who's in the wrong. You're the one who made Yutaka suffer. I mean, I'm sorry, I gotta do it right. This person is the one who's in the wrong. You're the one who made Yutaka suffer. I know, she does it better than me, but I'm just... She's right. There's no excuse. What Iwasaki-san is saying is the truth.
開き直らないでください。謝罪の気持ちがあるのなら、豊に近づかないで。
You have all the value of a summer ant. Your life is nothing. You've got zero purpose. Don't think you can turn this around somehow. If you truly feel any remorse at all, you'll stay away from Yutaka. So... Man, that's so intense.
お願い、もうやめて。先輩、すみません。
It's okay. I'm the one who needs to apologize. Kabayakawa-san, I'm sorry.
謝らないでください。私、気にしてません。本当です。
Also, hey, dude, Red Hat. Welcome back. Thank you, but I think Iwasaki-san is right.
分かってもらえたなら結構です。
What did you do? Well, I mean, his crime is really just causing the fight between Konata and, yeah, because it made Yutaka all worked up, right? And also just in general involving himself too much in Yutaka's life, right? If you understand, then we're done here.
豊、教室に行こう。早くしないと遅刻する。
でも。
That's like such a long pause too.
先輩、失礼しま
She's
す。
so conflicted about this situation. Out of the frying pan into the fire. This time it's with Iwasaki-san. Yeah, I don't know if there's actually any other point in the game where there's this level of tension of like characters like hating. I mean, even like Misao disliking the protagonist is a little more it's not as intense as this, right? Why did things turn out this way? Yeah, and Minami's episode is also really great because it does kind of feel like a continuation of the Yutaka route. Why did things turn out this way? but everything that she said was true. I had no room to argue against it. Minami's more cold, yeah. It does definitely feel Minami is a lot more like Misao's motivation for being like mean to the protagonist is pretty understandable. From her perspective, and like really worked up about like the whole situation, but like Minami is kind of just possessive. Like you really kind of see like a dark side of Miyuki here, or not Miyuki, of Minami here. Misao is just upset. She's just, you know, emotional in the moment of what's happening, but Minami is just like, she's just really cold here. We literally do nothing to Minami, and she acts like we killed Cherry, right? I can too, but those are not from the game. Yeah, so this is definitely like what kind of makes this a very contentious route, but I think it's I really do appreciate what it was going for. Why did things turn out this way? But everything that she said was true. I had no room to argue against it, because it kind of explores like the toxic side of the Yutaka and Minami relationship. I can't push it any further. I don't want to make Kabayakawa-san cry. Is it really best that I stay away from her? And then in the Minami route, they show a much more positive. Like they show it's not toxic. It's protagonist Minami and Yutaka are like have a more like positive relationship with each other. Cherry would rather Kokun be your owner. I can't push it any further. I don't want to make Kabayakawa-san cry. Is it really best that I stay away from her? Still, there's a pain in my chest. It's like there's a thorn wriggling in my chest that I cannot remove. So then, what do I do? Is there anyone that can help me this time? No, I don't want to be helped. I want to figure this out on my own. That's what I have to do. Damn it. What on earth do I do? So yeah, definitely when I do the eventual video essay on RGO, like the Minami and Yutaka route are like some key points there. There's a lot to unpack in this. But yeah, for now I'll head back to my classroom. I'm extremely late. Well, I guess that will help take my mind off things. As in, it'll take his mind off things because he's so late that he knows he's gonna get punched by Nanako. Oh yeah, more protagonist like chest issues, like heart problems, and what he's got a thorn wriggling in his chest. Like what the heck? It is now past 9 p.m. and there's nobody inside the gymnasium. Normally we'd still be practicing at this time, but we're already done. Practice ended a full hour early. The performance is tomorrow, huh? If someone were to ask me if I felt confident, I'd say not at all. Not even a bit. So I stayed behind the practice by myself. In the blink of an eye, an hour had passed. There's nobody else here now. I guess I should head home soon as well. Am I truly ready though? Is it okay to go home now? Will I be able to play my part properly? I don't know. But I guess there's no sense in continuing to fuss over it. Prepare for the worst. I'll have to take on tomorrow's performance with everything I've got. I leave the gymnasium with such thoughts on my mind and head towards my classroom. But then someone appeared in front of me. It was the last person I wanted to see.
こんばんは。
Jump scared by Minami. I keep wanting to say Miyuki, but I'm just like, well, that's because Miyuki's got the dark side too, right? Good evening. Good evening. What's going on? Do you need something? So much hatred and tension here. Iwasaki-san didn't answer my question and just stared at me intensely. No, she was scowling at me. I wish we had like a CG to really show this, but we just kind of just see Minami blankly staring at us. Minami doesn't want to talk to him, but Yutaka... Yeah, that is true. That's how this happens, right? Because Yutaka kind of like gets upset at her. And it's possible that the argument that they're talking about in the Minami mini scenario is this fight. Like it was a fight that happened after this moment in the Yutaka route. where they get like Yutaka genuinely gets upset at Minami for this and forces her to try to make up with the protagonist. Her gaze was harsher than before. It was no wonder why, after what happened the other day. Sorry, I'm going to change clothes. If you need something, can we talk after that?
いえ、今すぐに。
No, we're doing this now. So now you say something.
必要ですので。けれど、正直迷いました。あなたとは話したくない。
Because it was because it was necessary, though. Honestly, I'm conflicted. I don't want to talk to you. So good. These are some really good lines. I can imagine. Are you still mad at me?
わかりません。
I don't know. What do you mean? I made Kabayakawa-san cry, right?
あの時はそうでした。でも、今は違います。 別なんです。
She pauses so long.
あなたへの気持ちが。
That's how I felt at the time. But things are different now. My feelings towards you have changed. Sorry, I don't really follow.
気にしないでください。私もそうですから。
Yeah, don't understand myself. Anyway, what do you need? And why isn't Kabayakawa-san with you?
豊は後から来ます。ですが、会えるかどうかは
So
先輩の
toxic.
返事
She's
次第
like
です。
gatekeeping her. Yutaka will come after this, but whether or not you get to see her depends on your response, senpai.
私が会わせません。
I won't let you see her otherwise. Yeah, even though Kabayakawa-san doesn't... There's so much tension in this. It's so good. Even though Kabayakawa-san doesn't like it?
はい。それが豊のためなら、
Oh my
私
gosh.
はあの子に嫌われてもいい。
Yes, if that it's what's best for Yutaka, then even if she hates me for it, so be it. Man, oh my gosh. These lines hit me so hard. I think I also made the when I did the episode 4 patch, I like really tried to make these lines punch as hard as I could make them within the realm of like keeping the translation faithful, of course, but yeah. It's a painful stance to be taking.
でも、それが
It's not for
豊
you
の
to
ため
decide me to. Yeah, I know, it's so toxic. But I'll do it for Yutaka. Alright then, I'll play by your rules, Iwasaki-san.
ありがとうございます。先輩、いい人ですね。
It turns into back into her nasty bratty self from Volume 4. Senpai, you're a good person. No, I'm a bad and stupid person. I burdened Kabayakawa-san with my problems and made her cry, remember?
それが言えるのなら、まだいい人です。
That is so incredibly toxic, Minami. So, like, oh, you're good because you recognize that you're a terrible person. Oh my gosh. That's why Yutaka got mad at you in the manga. Oh, this is so intense.
だからお願いします。正直に答えてください。
So let me ask you this. Please answer honestly.
豊のこと、どう思ってるんですか？
What are your feelings with respect to Yutaka? What do you mean by that?
お任せします。お好きなように。けれど、嘘偽りなくお答えください。
I'll leave that up to you. Interpret it however you like. But please don't answer with a lie. Of course the correct answer is to say I love her, but... Man... I don't know yet. I don't need to answer. I don't need to answer. That's a question I answer only to myself. Also, this is just a hypothetical, okay? Suppose my answer was that I love Kobayakawa-san. Would be funny if you said you loved Minami. Yeah, my thoughts about actually my thoughts is that I love you, Minami. Yeah, that would throw her off so hard. Suppose my answer was that I love Kobayakawa-san. I wouldn't want to reveal such a delicate thing so freely. Not even to her friend, Iwasaki-san.
わかりました。先輩の気持ちはわかりませんが、真意は理解できます。
What, are you a confident answer? Yeah. Understood. I don't understand that feeling, senpai, but I get what you're trying to say. Sorry. I just don't think it's right to talk about things like that so carelessly.
賛成です。先輩、ありがとうございました。
みなみちゃん、ごめん。
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Of course, I don't dislike her. I do like Kobayakawa-san. But the specific sense in which I like her isn't something I can determine at this time. I love Misao. This isn't an excuse. It's not me trying to skirt around the issue either. It's how I really feel. Please, believe me.
信じます。先輩がいい加減なことを言ってるようには見えません。
Don't see you as someone who give a half-hearted answer, senpai.
だから信じます。その素直な気持ちを信じます。
Thank you, Iwasaki-san.
いいえ。先輩、ありがとうございました。
Yeah, and notably in these options, right, you don't get Yutaka, right? You don't get the good ending. So in these versions, like, Minami presumably still kind of stays a little toxic in some sense.
みなみちゃん、ごめん。先輩も一緒だ。
I love her. I love Misao. I love her. I love Kobayakawa-san.
それはどういう意味でですか？
In the way that a boy loves a girl, of course. He actually, in the Japanese, literally says, like, heterosexually or something, something like that. I love her in a heterosexual way. But, of course, it doesn't really mean it like that in Japanese. It's just how you would say it in Japanese. In the way that a boy loves a girl, of course. Nothing good would come from lying. Also, the last thing I'd want to do is go behind Iwasaki-san's back in this regard. Trying to dodge the question here would not only be lying about my true feelings, but it feels like I'd be betraying Kobayakawa-san as well. Although it is weird because, like, protagonist, like, loving Yutaka, like, romantically is kind of out of nowhere here. Like, he hasn't really, like, had explicit feelings for her at this point. So, this is kind of one flaw I would say with this route, is they don't do a super great job at kind of handling that aspect. I'm what you'd call a heterosexual, so align your expectations accordingly. And so I answered clearly and honestly.
その気持ち変わりませんか？
Yeah. So this is the idea that Minami, like, before she like is toxically like, well, you know, you won't love her forever, right? You know, you're gonna dump her one day, and you're gonna break her heart. You're asking if I'll continue to feel this way forever? That, I don't know.
つまりその程度の気持ちということでしょうか？
Yeah. So that's as far as those feelings go. I just don't want to speak irresponsibly. I can't speak to how I'll feel in the future, so I don't know. But I'll work hard to continue to love her. I'll do my best to have her love me back as well.
理想論ですね。それに豊かな気持ち。
Sounds ideal. It's so pointed. It sounds idealistic. And have you asked Yutaka how she feels? No, I have no clue what she thinks. Does Kobayakawa-san feel differently? Thinking about it filled me with anxiety. This is exactly the answer I had been seeking a few nights ago. Again, like they should have done a little bit of a better job at like communicating that. The only thing they do is that he's blushing a lot after helping her with the at the infirmary, right? But yeah, I wish they should have done a little more to kind of communicate these feelings, because it's kind of the first time we're hearing of it expressed more explicitly. This is exactly the answer I'd been seeking a few nights ago. However, I couldn't figure it out. There's just no way I could do it on my own.
もっと堂々としてください。豊の友達として不安でたまりませんから。豊も先輩と同じ気持ちです。だから心配しないで。
Iwasaki-san.
豊のこと大事にしてあげてください。あの子は優しい子だから。いるだけで人を明るくできる本当に優しい子だから。
At that moment, a drop fell into the night. It was Iwasaki-san's tear. Just one, but unmistakably a tear.
ごめんなさい。そんなつもりじゃなくて。でも涙が止まらない。
Man. Iwasaki-san used sorry that it smells like sweat. Man, all of his stuff smells like sweat. His bed smells like sweat, like his handkerchief smells like sweat. He's got BO all over everything.
先輩。
I'll take good care of Kabayakawa-san. That means taking care of her best friend too. This guy. All because of this guy. Oh my gosh, every time I think of that, am I gonna be able to find that freaking clip? Is it even worth it? Whenever people say this guy, I just think of this moment.
Because of this guy. Because of this guy. Because of this guy. Both mom and dad. All because of this guy.
That's what the girls were talking about when they said it smells. It's stinky. Oh, it smells so bad. It's protagonist's body odor.
ありがとうございます。豊のことよろしくお願いします。
みなみちゃん、ごめん。先輩も一緒だ。
豊
Kabayakawa-san.
二人でどうしたんですか？
ちょっと話をしてて。
That's one way to put it, Minami. Yeah. I was going to change out of these clothes, but I ran into Iwasaki-san.
だからジャージなんですね。今日もお疲れ様でした。
豊ごめん、休養ができて一人で帰れる？
Man, I think you go home by yourself. That's crazy for Minami to say something like that.
いいけど、何かあったの？
買い物を頼まれたから。
Oh, but right, she wants him to go with, yeah, Yutaka. Like the protagonist to go with Yutaka.
付き合うよ。みなみちゃん、一緒に行こう。
いい。少し遠いから。豊の門限を過ぎるし。
She realizes that she's being too toxic and needs to separate herself.
わかった。それじゃあ、気をつけてね。
ありがとう。先輩、よろしくお願いします。
先輩、みなみちゃんと何かあったんですか？
No, nothing in particular.
本当ですか？
It was probably more pointed than last time, honestly,
あ
in
ったん
some
じゃない
sense.
ですか？
Nothing happened, honest. Also, I think Iwasaki-san has forgiven me for that.
そうなんですか？よかった。先輩とみなみちゃんが喧嘩するの絶対に見たくなかったから。
I'm sorry I made you worry again.
気にしないでください。それよりあの時はごめんなさい。
What for? You didn't do anything wrong.
泣いちゃいました。そのせいで先輩に迷惑かけて。
No, it was my fault. But you don't need to worry about it any longer, Kabayakawa-san.
けど
End of story. Let's forget about it now, okay?
はいわかりました。先輩はこれからどうされるんです？
Get changed, then go home. It's already pretty late.
そうなんですか。だったらその
I'm not so dense nor inept that I couldn't take the hint. Even more so when Kabayakawa-san's the one giving it. Do you want to walk home together? The roads are dangerous at night for a girl who's by herself. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're pretty dense sometimes, protagonist.
お願いします。
Then just wait here for a bit. We'll go right after I get changed.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。でも少し急いでもらえると嬉しいです。夜の学校怖いから。
Yeah, don't we know it? The school is scary at night. The trees start glowing, you know. It doesn't take long. This guy. It doesn't take long for men to change clothes, and if there's a girl waiting, he can do it even faster. It's the heart condition that makes him dense. This guy. It's always so funny when he does this, like, men-women thing. Right? He talks very gendered. It was only 5 minutes later that the two of us were walking under the night sky. I know some RGO, like, haters, like, really didn't like the fact that he talks like that, but to me it's just really funny.
いよいよ明日です
Like,
ね。
he's sexist. He's toxic masculinity or whatever. It's just like, no, it's just funny, guys. Don't take it too seriously. Yeah, it came so fast.
自信ないんですか？
How can you even hate this game? Well, yeah, that's a whole situation, but yeah. No, this game is great. Yep, no confidence at all.
そんな即答しなくても。
But the short answer is basically just you hate this game if you're too attached to a very particular view of what Lucky Star can be, right? And you refuse to see it any other way. They've not seen how toxic Minami can be. I've done everything I could, but I just don't have the confidence. I really don't know what would help.
先輩、しっかりしてください。
This game is older than the haters' age. Actually, I think younger Lucky Star fans generally like RGO. It's more, it was a very particular type of segment of, like, older Lucky Star fans, but older Lucky Star fans who are mostly, like, I guess anime only, right? Sure am pathetic, a total loser. Konato-san will surely get mad at me again at this rate.
そんなことないです。先輩は 情けなくなんかないです。
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer not to really talk too much about like RGO haters too much in detail anymore, because it's like it's not that big of a deal nowadays. It was more like in the days of the video series that this was really a problem. Nowadays people like RGO for the most part, so it's a lot better these days. Anime onlys and Yuri fans hate this game. Kabayakawa-san.
お姉ちゃんが言ってました。先輩すごく頑張ってるって。きっといい劇になると思うって。
Even among the Konata heterosexual line dislikers, right? If that's whatever you want to call that. I mean, nowadays it's kind of shifted from like, you know, oh, this game is terrible because it says this. It's more just to like coping about the fact that she says that, but they accept that Konata does say that in the game, right? They just come up with excuses as to why that doesn't matter, or why Konata's totally still not totally gay, you guys, right? Anyway, not a big deal.
だから自信持ってください。
I saw this game for the first. Some dude translated the text and showed it via YouTube annotations years ago. That is what I saw too. Me and Meatball saw that. There was some video series from forever ago that did do that, but it doesn't exist anymore, as far as I can tell. Like, obviously the YouTube annotations are gone, but like I think even the videos itself, I could never find them. She said she's straight in the mangas. Yeah, I know. It was like, overall that conversation is just really like not. It's just whatever. Like I don't care, but yeah, people are very attached to the idea. Thank you, Kabayakawa-san.
いいえ、これは私が言ったことじゃなくて、お姉ちゃんが言ったことで。
Still, thank you. I'm feeling slightly more confident now.
もっとつく方法ないですか？
Anything.
私何でもしますから。
Then please come and watch the play, and also cheer me on.
それだけでいいんですか？
That's all.
わかりました。明日絶対に見に行きます。絶対に応援します。
Yeah, I saw this game on a Lucky Star image board back in 2008 to 9. Yeah, I mean, I think somebody in the Discord server, right, is looking for information on like some like Lucky Star on stage and like stuff relating to the Lucky Star mobile game that was kind of based on Moidro. And I know that they had I need to read those at some point. They archived some image board threads related to RGO from back in the day. I'll have to go. I forgot that those exist. I should look for those. Look at those again, or not again. I should look at those for the first time. Because I still have a very unclear picture of how people thought about RGO back, like when it first came out, like on the Japanese side of things. I've read, like, there's been some blog posts I've seen and stuff, but like not a ton. Alright then, I have to be ready. I can't put on a bad performance in front of a girl cheering me on. I wouldn't want to make a fool of myself. Whether I have the confidence or not, that doesn't matter anymore. Now I have someone I can't give up on.
先輩、私こっちなので。
But speaking of Lucky Star on stage, it's kind of unfortunate that seemingly is just going to be permanently lost media. Because the person that we got the footage from the, like the rehearsal footage that, like we watched on stream like a couple months ago. Like, that was somebody that went to every showing of Lucky Star on stage. Right? And so it's like, if there's anybody that could have potentially had a full recording of the show, like, it would have been somebody like that. But obviously, I guess they didn't record it. Which makes sense. I mean, you're not really supposed to record stuff like that, but, you know. It would have to be somebody like that doing that in order for us to have a full copy of it, but probably not, unfortunately. Or I guess if there's a studio recording that they made and hasn't been released yet, but, you know, that's probably pretty unlikely too. I'm talking about, yeah, the on-stage, Lucky Star on-stage, like, stage performance. Like, the musical. Be careful, I'll see you tomorrow.
明日です頑張ってくださいねあと
It's lost media?
それから
Yeah, unfortunately.
その後なんですけどご予定ってどうなってます
Yeah.
か
Our really only hope is probably if there's a studio recording and they eventually release it, but... I mean, there probably is a studio recording, but the chance of them releasing it is probably pretty low. Although I guess next year is 20th anniversary of the anime, so, you know, if there is the chance of that happening, it could be next year, but I really doubt it. We all know Lucky Star's 20th anniversary for the anime is probably just gonna be, like, some new merch and, like, rebroadcasting the anime on TV or something. After the play, I don't have anything. I guess at most it'll just be cleaning up and stuff.
だったら劇が終わった後
It's a live
お
concert
話し
too with
し
all
た
the
いこ
character
とがありま
songs.
す
RGO Remaster 2028. Man, that'd be pretty cool. You can't just tell me now?
はいまだ少しダメでしょうか
That's fine. How about you send me an email when you're ready?
わかりました絶対にします突然すみませんでしたそれじゃあ
Though I personally believe if they ever do, like, if they ever re-release RGO again, which is very unlikely to begin with, it will still be Japanese only. I have a pretty strong feeling of that. And so Kabayakawa-san ran off. It was as if she was trying to escape the situation. Thought she meant that live concert where all the RGO, where the voice actors dress as the characters and the characters. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Lucky Star on stage that we watched on stream. Because I know what you're talking about there too, but like, I'm not talking about that. Can I? Where even is that these days? I streamed it forever ago. Or not forever ago, it was like 6 months ago or something. Yeah, let me see if I can... Did I link to it here? Oh my gosh, I didn't link to it, so I have to watch my own stream of me, like, watching it. Talking about this one. Look, he was sitting down real low. Like, rehearsal video footage of it was found recently. Like earlier today. It's me talking over. But yeah, I'm talking about that. You can go back and watch that stream if you want to see more of that. And so Kabayakawa-san ran off as if she was trying to escape the situation. What just happened? Is there something that's troubling her? I'm intrigued, but thinking about it won't give me the answer that lies within Kabayakawa-san's heart alone. And so I'll focus on the play for now. I have to see that through. Yeah, but that's also tomorrow. Everything comes down to tomorrow. That's when everything will be determined. I forget if there's any unique dialogue if you get the bad ending.
ただいまより3年生合同部隊を開演いたします。
Yeah, it looks
繰り返します。
like there is. So I know we're kind of very unfocused right now. But so we get the bad ending. It's a little different, but I think it's not anything too crazy. With that, Kabayakawa-san ran off with a light jog. Instead of asking like what her plans are for tomorrow, it goes like this. I feel lonely. How wonderful it would be to chase after her and keep talking. But obviously I couldn't do that. That'd just make more trouble for her, right? Yeah, I can't be dragging other people into my own loneliness. If I want her to give me her company, I'll have to think of ways to entertain her. So I better hurry up and get home. I need to put in a little more practice. I have to give it my all until the very end and take the bull by the horns. It all comes down to tomorrow. That's when it'll all be on display. Yeah, I'm just trying to mostly just get to the ending because, like, yeah, a lot of that dialogue is not the most interesting, but
ただいまより
the
3年生
confession scene is interesting for this game, for this route, so we should pay attention.
先輩頑張ってください。
Do your best.
ヘイトステイナイト。
とあなたが私のマスターか。
Here I come, King of Heroes. Do you have enough weapons in stock?
最後に一つだけ伝えないと。
Konoto will never get kissed as Saber. What is it?
シロ、あなたを
And that's a good
愛してい
thing.
る。
遠い夢を見た。
Well, applause. Anyway. Yeah, with everyone, and
先輩、ここにいたんですね。
that voice made my heart skip a beat. I turned my head to see who it was.
お昼寝ですか？
Boo, bring Gilgamesh.
まだ見られてませんよね。
Oh, sorry. I wouldn't say it was a nap. I just kind of passed out for a bit.
仕方ないですよ。ずっと動きっぱなしでしたし。
So, did you watch the play?
もちろんです。昨日約束しましたよ。
Thank you. How was it?
すごかったです。私、感動しました。
Glad to hear it. Everyone's hard work paid off then. It was a lot of fun, too.
はい。先輩の顔を見たらわかります。
Huh? You can tell from my face?
ニコニコしてます。
Yeah, in the video series, I actually put like a colon parentheses in the in the text box, or yeah, in the translation. But I changed my mind on that. It's funny, but it's not what they do in the game, so it would be a little out of place. I see. That's embarrassing. My face must be a complete wreck, huh?
違います。すごくいいお顔です。
Please, you'll make me blush saying things like that.
すみません。お詫びじゃないんですけど、よければどうぞ。
She then presented me with the same kind of sports drink she gave me the other day. Thanks. That's nice and cool.
さっき買ったばかりですよ。冷たいうちにどうぞ。
Juice? Yeah. Can't say no to that. That's good. I must have been thirstier than I thought. I drank half of it in one go. That hit the spot. Thank you.
いいえ、そんな。それより先輩、一つ質問してもいいですか？
Sure.
どうしてお姉ちゃんにキスしなかったんです
Cause
か？
who would wanna kiss Konata? She's ugly. She's a smurf. She's a garden gnome. Ah, that. Yeah, during the play, I didn't kiss Konata-san. It was made such that the lights would turn off just before the kiss, allowing us to fake it.
お姉ちゃん、攻略作戦は失敗だって
Me
画面
too.
についてましたよ。
Haha, I see. Kobayakawa-san gives a forced smile. I force a smile too.
それでどうしてなんですか？
You bet. I didn't want to kiss her at
キ
all.
ス嫌だったんですか？
Kobayakawa-san, you came to see the play, right? She had just said so earlier, so I already knew that she did. But I deliberately asked anyway because it was part of my script to riz her up.
はい、見てました。
Yes, just what I wanted to hear. She's blue, Damaribata. Yeah. Just what I wanted to hear, and now here's my answer. That's why. I couldn't kiss her in front of the girl I like. I didn't want to.
それってどういうことですか？
Exactly what it sounds like.
嘘じゃないですよね。
Man, Yutaka picks up on it, you know, right away. Unlike some other characters. It'd be insensitive to lie in a situation like this. Not that I'd lie about something like this to begin with.
先輩、昨日の約束覚えてますか？
Yeah, Yutaka ain't taking no 5 hits. Or rather, she knows her 5 hit. Of course.
よかった。
So, you want to talk about something?
はい、話します。聞いてください。
Hey Simo. Just in time to see the Yutaka ending. At that moment, the wind blew, a nice refreshing breeze. Standing in the middle of it, Kabayakawa-san looks at me. We're about to see a very iconic line that got some people upset when they saw it.
初めて好きな人ができました。
One of RGO's greatest haters hated this line that's about to come up.
好きなんです。けど、それだけなんです。その人の気持ちを知らなくて。
So today you tried to find that out?
はい。すごく知りたかった。我慢できないくらい知りたくて。その人が疲れてるのに。
She says some interesting stuff, huh? Well, you'll see. I wanted to know so badly I couldn't hold back. I know he's exhausted, but still. Well, did you find out the answer?
わかりません。
Oh, I guess she is kind of dense. She does know. Like, what do you mean? She knows. Of course she does. She just figured that out.
こんなに大事なことは。こんなに
But
嬉
yeah,
しいことは。
she wants him to like say it explicitly.
ちゃんとした言葉で聞きたいです。
She doesn't. Oh yeah, that's interesting because she doesn't want. She does know, but she doesn't like want to accept that she knows because she wants to hear it properly.
先輩、こんなわがままな子は嫌いですか？
I mean, if anyone's selfish in this route, it's Minami, but yeah. I only have one response, but it can't be fully expressed through words. I wouldn't want it that way either. And so...
先輩。
This is all I could come up with. Is this good enough for you?
ダメです。ちゃんと言ってください。
I mean, must be hiding behind a tree, clenching her fist like Arthur. Yeah, the Arthur. Yeah, she's gonna punch us in a moment. I told you not to touch her! And if I said I didn't want to?
抱きしめます。言ってくれるまでずっとずっとこのままです。
Then I won't say it. I'd like being with you forever and ever. Because I love you.
先輩、ダメです。言っちゃったら離れなきゃですよ。
In that case, Kabayakawa-san, hug me. Now it's okay, right?
はい。そしたら一緒です。
Kabayakawa-san hovers her hands over my sides. They moved restlessly, but then suddenly came to a stop as they reached my back. Then, to complete the embrace,
先輩、ありがとう。大好き。先輩のこと大 もいいですか？
It was this line. They hated this line so much. This was the devs trolling so hard. Do you mind if I call you Oni-chan? Her slightly blushing cheeks were incredibly adorable and so very... It's so funny because he doesn't even acknowledge it ever. When I brushed my hand against them, Kabaikawa-san closed her eyes.
ありがとう。大好き。大好きです。お兄ちゃん。
So funny. They trolling us so... They knew... The writers knew that this would get people riled up. We didn't need to embrace using just her hands. Yeah, there's another gentler way. Yes, with our lips. It's such a crazy line. Such a funny line. I blame Hiyori. She's been corrupted. And so they did a lip embrace. And once again, Boristus is gonna join the chat and say Kyokun Denwa. Yeah, she's like, I wanna have incestuous relationship, right? Incest. Incest's a good thing to do. Which I know is a reference nobody's gonna get, but there's like some random internet video where somebody does that. The incest song. They're not blood related, so it's a-okay. I mean, yeah. They're not even step siblings at all. They're it's just a fetish. Anyway, end of the route. We did it. We did it, Reddit. We got the moto. Yutaka, but it's hotter that way. She's freaky. Okay, well, it is getting kind of late, but it would be... I'm not going to be able to stream for, like, next week, so... It would be a shame if we didn't get to see the Yutaka mini scenario, so we'll do that. But we'll kind of go a little fast. We won't digress too much. Hopefully. One day during lunch break, I was resting in the infirmary after developing a fever. To be honest, I felt a bit feverish since this morning, but I didn't think it was bad enough to stay home from school. I started to feel worse just before the beginning of first period, and I've been laying here ever since. I toss and turn in bed, trying to go back to sleep. I don't feel good, but I'm not very sleepy either. Ask Oni-chan for help, Yutaka. Yeah. I let out a sigh. You know, this kind of thing makes me wish that they, like, had greater, like, I mean, it would have been annoying to do in the video series and translate it, but, like, if they had, like, some flags where, like, based off of whether you've beaten their routes or not, like, some dialogue changes with them. And so one of them could have been Yutaka referring to protagonist as Oni-chan. I still wasn't very sleepy, but I try to keep my eyes shut. If I do that, I'll get sleepier as time goes on. And then eventually... Man, that never really works. If you're not sleepy and you just try to force yourself to sleep by keeping your eyes closed, like, it just... Man, it doesn't work. Like, you just lay in bed for hours. At least that's my experience.
岩崎さん、お弁当？
そうだけど。
よかったら一緒に食べない？
Man, Yutaka is greedy. Minami-chan. I met her during the entrance exam. I was really happy that we later ended up in the same class.
岩崎さん、今日一緒に帰ろうよ。
At first, even just talking to her made me really nervous, but we soon became good friends. I'm not sure if they're trying to have a little bit of humor here, where it's like, oh, I love Minami, we became such good friends, and then all Minami just says is like, sure. Like, she doesn't ever actually say anything meaningful.
みなみちゃん、お昼食べよう。
Yeah.
飲み物買ってくるけど、豊は何かいる？
私はいいよ。
Okay.
じゃあ行ってくる。
Before long, we were referring to each other by our first names. Minami, sure. Crowd goes nuts. It's like man, Minami, you have such a strong command of the English language. You have such a way with words. Yeah, I thought it would just be sure again. Yeah.
おはよ
Sure. Good morning.
う。みなみちゃん、昨日のドラマ見た？
見てない。
もったいないな。あのね、主役の人がね。
Talking to each other at school, coming over to her house to play. Each moment was a memory more precious than anything else. Oh, I mean, I can appreciate that. I mean, like, I understand that the relationship of, like, you know, even if you're the one that mostly does all the talking, right? Like, you know, having somebody to be there with you can mean a lot, even still. It's not as if Minami never says anything. It's just kind of funny that in these examples, she doesn't really say much.
みなみちゃん、
Minami-chan was facing me, just as she always would. But she wasn't looking at me.
みなみちゃん。
I nervously tried calling out to her.
みなみちゃんってば。みなみちゃん。
No matter how much I called out to her, there was no response. And not just that.
待って、みなみちゃん。
Minami-chan continued to not say anything as she started to walk away. I desperately tried to follow, but
あれ、足が。
I couldn't move. It was like a weight was attached to them. Minami-chan went back to her planet. Yeah, she's from a distant planet after all.
待って。
No matter how much I tried to run, I couldn't take even a single step. Meanwhile, okay. Meanwhile, Minami-chan kept walking away by herself. I thought I saw a typo, but now we're good.
やだ。待って。
I have to go now. My planet needs me.
みなみちゃんってば。置いていかないで。お願い。みなみちゃん。
But no matter how much I called out to her, I couldn't reach Minami-chan. And so Minami-chan kept getting farther and farther away.
やだ。やだ。行かないで。みなみちゃん。みなみちゃん。
I desperately let out a loud cry as she disappeared into the distance. I then felt something grip my hand tightly.
みなみちゃん。
豊、大丈夫？
She's like that one gif of the dude who disappeared during the peace sign. Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Took me a
本
second.
当にみなみちゃんだ。
So all of that was just a dream. It was a huge relief to learn that.
うなされてたけど平気。
変な夢見ちゃってびっくりしたけど大丈夫だよ。
汗すごいよ。
Yeah, the bed smells of sweat now.
本当？
She learned it from her Oni-chan. She's inherited his smell. Surprised, I felt around and found that I was drenched in sweat.
それよりもしかして様子を見に来てくれたの？
これ私のノートコピーしてきたから。
ありがとう。いつもごめんね。
コピーだけだから大したことしてない。
Whenever I thank her, she gets all red in the face and embarrassed. Yeah, that's Minami-chan for you. But at the same time, it makes me uneasy. I think back to that bad dream I just had.
喉乾いてない？飲み物買ってくるね。
As Minami-chan said that, she let go of my hand. The moment she did, my uneasiness got even worse. I think the more interesting choice is please stay here, so we'll do this one first.
ありがとう。
Although, thank you is probably the more better choice for Yutaka in the long term, in some sense.
ううん気にしないで。
あったかいお茶がいいな。
わかった。待ってて。
It was just a dream. Minami-chan will come back. Also, Minami-chan's my best friend. I don't want our friendship to become one-sided, where I'm always depending on her.
強くならなくっちゃ。
So that Minami-chan doesn't worry about me. So that I won't feel so uneasy.
お待たせ。
おかえり。
はい。まだ暑いから気をつけて。
ありがとう。おいしい。
熱はどう？
下がったかも。今はそんなに苦しくないよ。
よかった。
心配してくれてありがとう。もう大丈夫だよ。
無理はしない方がいい。今日は送っていくから。
お姉ちゃんもいるから大丈夫だって。
そう。
ゆうちゃん、調子はどう？
Cone, it's okay.
お姉ちゃん。授業も終わったし、一緒に帰ろう。
You. He already wished to be here.
みなみちゃん、ゆうちゃんのこと見ててくれたんだ。
はい。けど、ゆたかも元気になってきたみたいですし、私はそろそろ帰ります。
じゃあまた明日、学校で。
また明日。
意外だね。てっきりみなみちゃんに送ってほしいと思ってたんだけど。やだな、お姉ちゃん。私だっていつまでも子供じゃないんだから。
Yeah, I'm not a kid anymore. That's why I want to get stronger. Stronger so that I can be with Minami-chan forever.
そう。もう子供じゃないんだから。ゆうちゃんはいろんな意味でまだまだ子供だと思うんだけどね。もうお姉ちゃんってば。
But yeah, I like the idea that Yutaka learns to be like less dependent on Minami. That's probably for the best. The actual good ending, yeah. And that's genuinely better for their long-term relationship. Like the idea that like Yutaka like relies so much on Minami is actually pretty bad.
ここにいて。
どうしたの？
飲み物はいいから、ここにいて。
From this point on, we're seeing Hiyori's delusions. Yeah, I mean, sort of.
わかった。
As she said this, Minami-chan headed back towards me. She's got her in the chokehold again. Minami's like, I will end this now. No more, no more Yutaka having to be so needy all the time. She tightly hugged me.
みなみちゃん、恥ずかしいよ。
私はどこにも行かないから。豊かの言葉聞いた。でも
Remember the fundamentals. Try to remember the fundamentals of CQB. Or do you mean CQ? Is CQB a thing? Like close quarters battle? I was thinking of trying to remember the fundamentals of CQC, but it's CQB.
私はどこへも行かないから。ずっと豊かと一緒
Yeah,
だから。
CQC. Yeah, interesting. CQB is actually a real term too. Hiyori is missing all of this. She's sure she's watching from a corner somewhere. Yeah, close quarters combat. But apparently close quarters battle is also a real term, which would be CQB. Those words made me want to cry. It was just some sleep talk that slipped out, and yet it made her so worried.
変なこと言っちゃってごめんね。
気にしないで。むしろ嬉しかった。
It's kind of toxic. It made me happy that you're so dependent on me.
こんなに
I mean, I understand what she means by that. It's not actually that toxic, but
必要に思われたりしたことなかった。豊かが親友でよかった。
みなみちゃん、
そろそろ行かないと。
Minami-chan didn't let go of me. Even her ears were red all over. So she was like a newspaper, right? She was green and blue and red all over. Okay, it doesn't quite work. Miyuki forgotten about yet again.
みなみちゃん、ありがとう。
気にしないで。もう少し。
Oh, because it's because like Minami's friends with Miyuki too.
そんな悪いよ、みなみちゃん。それにお姉ちゃんがいるから平気だよ。
Which I think we do see a little bit of, right, that friendship in the fact that I believe even in the Yutaka route, like Minami refers to Miyuki by first name, unlike everybody else who she'll use the last name for. Other than Yutaka, of course.
その泉先輩からのお願い。豊かを送ってあげて、だって。
そうなの？
うん。だから遠慮しないで。
ありがとう、みなみちゃん。
After that, Minami-chan accompanied me on the way back home. Or on the walk back home. The walk home was a bit rough, so I couldn't talk much, but but Minami-chan looked after me the whole time, never showing any signs of being annoyed or frustrated. As I thanked Minami-chan for escorting me home, a thought came into my head. If Minami-chan were to ever get sick, I'm going to make sure that I look after her. And surprisingly, it wasn't long before I got my chance.
大丈夫？ノートのコピー持ってきたよ。
ありがとう。
ごめんね、風邪うつしちゃって。
Yeah, Minami-chan's always wanting to help me, going so far as to come to school even after catching my cold. She should take it easy and get some rest. I told her that, but you know Minami-chan.
私が休んだら豊が心配すると思って。
Still, in times like these, you have to take care of yourself.
大したことないから気にしないで。
でも
それにこれ
Oh,
も
so dangerous Japanese cold.
仲良しの証拠みたいなものだから。
Sign how strong your friendship is. Oh, okay, I thought that was a typo. I thought that was 2 dots instead of 3, but it's 3. It's good.
じゃあこの前してくれたみたいにキュッてしてあげよっか。
You know, you can also give people cold in Japanese just by talking about them, like when they're not around. Just keep doing that and they'll keep sneezing over and over again. Secret technique.
それは恥ずかしい。
いいからいいから。
This time, I was the one hugging Minami-chan. She looks so out of it. Minami-chan blushed as she hugged me back. That made me really happy.
私もみなみちゃんが親友でよかったよ。早く良くなってね。
I'm also really glad that I'm your best friend. Ain't that the CG you use when you kiss her? Yeah, they reuse it. Smoked a big blunt before visiting. Best friend, you heard it, Hiyori, yeah. Alright, we did it, guys. We finished. Yutaka out.
ラキスタ両学園応答祭。
I feel like there's gotta be some mechanic where, like, if you were playing stuff related to a certain character, that it's, like, more likely to, like, have that character show up as, like, the voice when you go to the title screen. Like, I feel like that has happened too often for it to just be coincidence. But I don't know if I've seen any evidence for that in the game code, but I haven't looked too hard at that. Anyway, yeah, thanks everybody for coming out to stream. It was great. Next time we will do the Minami route, and then I'll wrap up episode 4 content, and we'll be able to start episode 5. Probably that'll actually be not either a little bit before or right as I release episode 5, actually. So, or no, Minami route will be like when anyway. By the time we get to episode 5, like, the patch should be up by then. Yeah, again, I won't be streaming probably next week, but I'll see you guys sometime soon. And keep on the lookout for stuff related to RGO, because, yeah, you might see something pretty cool soon. So, just keep on the lookout for that. And yeah, thanks everybody, and I'll see you all next time.